Welcome, and brought to you by the Toy Daddies.
I missed 1 week and I gotta sing for it. What's going on, ToyPic Community? It's your boy Yimbo.
I'm just
Welcome
confused
back.
what theme song you were singing.
Wasn't
Guess
that
who's back again?
Okay. Got it. Totally got it now.
Yimbo's, I know, it's 1 week. 1 week. Guys, thank you so much for holding it down last week, but we are back. All of us combine the Toy Daddy strength of the ToyPic Community Top 10. And this week, everyone, we have a very, very special guest. So hopefully, if you know us, you should know our special guest, Richie. We got to hang out with him at Legions Con. It was amazing. And here we are. So everyone, let's just bring in our guest before we say our hellos to everybody. It is Noserain. Hello.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, Richie?
I'm no Gary V, Richie, but I'm gonna hype you up, baby. You're the man. I'm so.
No, you're better than
Gary
Gary V. That's what that is.
So, hello, everybody. So here we are, everybody. We have Toy Father over here. We have No Chewy. We have. I'm trying to get the point. You know what I mean. There we go. Thank you, Toy Father. And gentlemen, how is everybody doing this evening? This fine Wednesday.
I'm doing great, Yimbo. Like you said, you were knocked out last week. I was knocked out last week. I actually was pretty sick and was getting over a cold, and then it hit me Thursday morning after our stream. And but I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm glad Richie's here. I'm glad No Chewing's here. Glad Yimbo's here. We're back at Voltron strength.
Yeah.
We're like full Voltron.
That is right. That is right. Yeah, Chewy, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, you got sick the day after our last stream, and we kept it to a short show. It was less than 2 hours. I thought you'd be proud, be like, wow, we wrapped it up in less than like most movies.
So we figured that you were the variable that kept us long. That's what we're saying.
It's me.
We kept saying like Yimbo would say this.
Yeah. What would Yimbo say here?
Probably wax poetic for a good 20 minutes.
He loves front bokeh. I know that.
Negative space.
He loves triangles.
I do love triangles. I do love my triangle composition. It is good. But yeah, we have a big show tonight. Again, obviously we have Noserain here. So Richie, how are you, my friends? Like, how was your Legions Con experience? We could just touch base real quick. I know we've talked at length just in general in the ToyPic community about how awesome that whole weekend was. But for you, my buddy, like, how was it?
It was good, man. Like, I think the main reason why I wanted to go was I saw people taking photos and having like the best time last year, and I was like, you know what, I definitely want to go check that out. Even though it was like quite a drive, it was worth it, honestly. So it was cool to meet you guys, and of course meet other people from the toy photography and customizers and all these people from the community. So I had a really good time. So yeah.
And you had a table, or you split a table.
Yeah. So it was, that was kind of interesting. Steph was Detour Customs. He allowed me to use a part of his table over there, and I just, last minute idea, I just wanted to bring some prints, and basically tried to sell some, sold some hats too, which those sold out,
right? Yeah,
I sold all the hats. Yeah. Still got a good deal of prints left, but
talk about these. Like, what, like, they're not just prints. They're like, it's like a package of like,
it's
cards.
Like for me, I've collected so many different things over the years. Just like it kind of started with like, toys, of course, but then it was like cards, like trading cards and things like that as a kid, specifically Pokemon, and this idea of just doing like a blind package type of thing. I wanted to bring that sort of element in. So there's like 4 new photos that I took prior to Legions Con, all like Mythic Legions and 4 Horsemen related figures featured. And yeah, I wanted to make prints of them, and they were kind of like this mystery print packs sort of branding and all that. But yeah,
And
they're
I'm
really
looking
hard to
at it right
open
now.
too, so you're gonna be like struggling there.
They're hard to open. It's okay. I'm doing it right now. And so so they're rarities, right? And how did you figure that out?
Yeah. Honestly, like I wasn't sure like how many prints to do. I kind of wanted to have like an even number to it, and so there's like a percentage for what you can get in terms of rarity. There's like 4 different rarities. There's gonna be a common, uncommon, a rare, and then like a legendary, which is kind of like more of like a chase that you want to go after. And yeah, so like each photo kind of is associated with the rarity. So I'm curious to like, you got 2 of them, so hopefully you don't get duplicates. But there's one right there, and on the back you'll see like the
Common.
rarity and stuff. But yeah, that's
so
the
great,
most common
man.
one.
I
But I also
love
try to
that.
make it so that like one of the cooler photos was a comment in case like somebody got it.
Yeah,
you know?
this one's a cool photo that you took.
Thanks, man.
I love this one.
Yeah, it was again, it was like last minute, so I was like rushing to kind of get some photos out. But it was cool because like I really like Mythic Legions. I don't have like a insane amount of them necessarily. I kind of like just pick and choose some of the ones I want.
That's us. That's all us. We do the same.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just random selection.
The way that I take photos, it's not necessarily. It's more like concept or idea driven. So whenever that comes about, like I'll do a photo for that, but I don't necessarily just pick up a figure and then just go shoot it. So it was nice to take some of the Mythic Legions that I had and do some photos with them.
That's neat. And I really, even down to like the logo design of the mystery pack with the question mark, I really love that too, man. Like this is so well done. You like your attention to detail shines through with everything that you do with your account and the Figment 5. Like you guys are really it's well done.
Appreciate it, man.
Legendary.
Oh, he pulled it.
I got the legendary.
You're the first person to get one, but that's insane, dude.
That's awesome. That's a great pick too.
I am so pumped. I was like, hey, Richie, I hope I get the legendary.
Yeah, no, I remember. And yeah, there's only like 5 of them out of all the prints that I printed out. So
oh man, I'm so hyped.
Extremely rare, dude.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I appreciate you labeling them in the back so I don't have to look up on the internet.
Yeah. I was low key like, because I posted that photo already on my page, but like I low key didn't want to post it yet until somebody pulled it, but it was taking a minute, so I was just like, screw it, I want to post a photo now.
We got it tonight.
Yeah,
Richie.
you got it. That's sick.
Oh
that's
man,
sick.
We talked about that too. What if I'd pulled that? Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I know. Yeah. It's funny because you kind of built it up too, because like you pulled the common one first, and then you pulled the rare.
That couldn't have been played out any better.
Yeah,
I fully expected him to pull the exact same print.
I know, me too. I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't pull a common right now again.
Oh man, I'm so pumped. That's awesome. Man,
Yeah,
Richie,
dude.
what a great idea. Just like Yimbo said, the attention to detail. And I really like, right on the back, mystery print pack, Legion's Con 2023 edition. Awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to honestly like do this more often, but not necessarily like, obviously not just Mythic Legion stuff, but just like prints of like photos of mine and like throughout the years or whatever, or like new ones. One aspect that I did like about that was that I didn't reveal the photos until I got to Legion's Con. And so it's kind of like having a mystery, like a new set come out and you don't really know like what's going to be in it. Like I kind of like that aspect of it. So we'll see. I kind of want to test the waters with that and see how that goes.
Oh, well, that's very cool. So again, anybody watching live, if you're catching the replay, hit up Noserain. Like just reach out if you guys.
Yeah, you can go get some on my website. I think it's just like noserain.bigcartel.com right now. I think I have a domain name, but I don't think I paid for it.
Yeah,
so I think
too.
it expired. So yeah,
it's you just click on the
it should be in there somewhere.
just click on the link tree right there, and you get all those links. But yeah, I would love to see some of these prints in there. Maybe even make like, this one a legendary. That one's a good one.
Yeah,
Love that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's really good.
I have something coming up with that specific photo soon. Not like a print necessarily, but I'm working with somebody to see if we can do something cool with that photo.
Nice. So, Richie, while we have you here, man, before we get into, all of the wonderful things that we're going to be covering tonight, you're a special guest, and love getting the chance to pick your brain, especially looking at all of your wonderful work right here. So, you just mentioned like with your, going back to like spend some time with your mythic and cosmic legions. So, what's your typical process like? Because I know sometimes I fall into the newness. So, like when the new thing comes out, I
Yeah.
want to mess with that and play with it. But I know something that I've personally been doing lately is trying to just again enjoy what I have, especially as Santa comes around with my kids. So I'm not like a daddy has to be a little bit more fiscally responsible leading up. So
Right.
so what's your typical process like when you go into like are you driven by that new, like you want to get something out, or would you rather just really focus on the artwork with these figures as your paints, etc., stuff like that?
I think it's for me, it's the process kind of starts with just like an idea, right? And a lot of times when I'm coming up with an idea for something, it's just I don't know how to really put it. I think it's more I think because I'm like thinking about toy photography, or because I've been doing toy photography for a minute now, it's just like it's kind of always in the forefront in a way, and in terms of like the things that I look at. So it's essentially like this law of attraction, right? So like if I'm thinking about toy photography, like I just look at everything with that sort of mindset or perspective. And so like, I'll basically create like in my notepad on my phone, like I just have a bunch of ideas that I've kind of gathered, and if I don't pull from that, it's more like, if I randomly again come up with an idea and then I'm like really motivated by that idea to go do it. I think that's kind of like what it is. Sometimes it's interesting because like I think when I first started out, I think it was motivated by the figure itself. So like I'll go out and buy a new figure, kind of like I think what you were saying is like the new thing kind of comes out and you're like, oh, I want to take a photo of that because it's like a brand new thing, right? And so I felt like that I did kind of have that sort of approach as well, because I think for me it was, I guess, like trying to create an image that was maybe like cinematic, or you try to make it look like a movie still or something like that, right? And so you kind of have direction because in your mind you kind of already know like what that might look like, how the lighting might be, things like that. And so early on it was just much easier to kind of produce and knock stuff out, because like it was that plus like practical effects. Like I would try to do like these dust, like everybody was doing that honestly, like back then I think it felt like but it wasn't until like I took a different approach where I was doing more of these like conceptual type of things, where I was trying to take these maybe existing ideas and make connections with other things and then have like a new idea. And that's kind of like the way that I like to think about it, and try to come up with things that feel new or different, as opposed to kind of imitating like something from a movie. But I will say that it was a very important part of the process to do that. Yeah.
Well, I think like as Chris has taken us through your page and your pictures, I mean, what jumps out to me is that you literally can do all of these different things so well. Like all of these are pulled up, whether it's a cinematic movie scene, but then I love like when you just get so creative. Like there was the Ant-Man and the Groot, like just you had the Woodies. Like it's just everything that you do is like, oh man, just really good. It's just really good. How long does it take a typical shot for you, like with some of these? Because these are some very elaborate, and you mentioned practical setups. So like what would a photo like I don't know, Chris, if you want to pick one, what would be like a
All right.
I think
Yeah.
it just
Right.
kind of
Depends, or-
as you're scrolling through, it just varies honestly, right? Because like you were
Mhm.
saying, if it requires practical effects or like you want to essentially take a lot of photos so you get the right one or where you feel like you have a good one.
Mhm.
Whereas some of them are much easier, like I would say that was like a pretty easy one, right? You just kind of set the characters up into a specific pose.
Mhm.
Like I wanted to have the shoes floating or whatever, so I think I used like a wire for this one, I forget, but
Mhm.
and then it's much easier because like you have a background already that you have in mind that you already have props for. And I had like these like aquarium sort of like statue piece things that kind of look
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Dagobah like trees and whatnot. And so this one was kind of like easier, but especially because they're just like sitting down,
Mhm.
it gets more difficult when you start to like hang figures up in the air, something like that, or uh
Mhm.
yeah, but or if you're trying like a brand new sort of
Like
thing, like
this.
one photo that I did, well, yeah, that required like light painting, so that was like a
Oh,
new
that's
thing
cool.
where I was
Yeah.
just trying to like figure out because it was also like composited too, because I couldn't get like the perfect effect with just one shot, so it was more like, and yeah, it's kind of like a process when you do some of those. There was a photo that I did where it was like I filled up a fish tank with Jello, I think, right?
Okay.
And so I think and so I used Jello to create like water essentially. So it was like blue Jello, and I put like a Godzilla in there and like these little whales or something. So it was almost like you're pouring in resin almost to like freeze it in there.
Yeah.
That one was kind of challenging because like the Godzilla it was harder to see him, because it's like diffused through the jello and whatnot. You couldn't really
Mhm.
get great detail in that. So I remember kind of struggling with that, but I thought the way that the light came through the jello though, it kind of like looked really cool. If only like I used maybe like less of the jello powder or whatever.
Was it
And
not this one, right?
nah, it was I don't remember where it is. It might be no, it's probably north, like if you go up.
Please, please. Oh, really? Go up. Please tell me it was like a 20-gallon tank that you filled with Jello.
Honestly, it was a pretty big tank, but I don't know. It wasn't like the biggest tank out there.
Mm.
I remember it was a pretty big tank. But yeah, if you go like way down like in my page, like you don't have to do it right now, but like you can essentially like with you guys too, I'm sure anybody who's here right now, you go back and see like the work or where you started.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It really shows kind of like how you build onto like where you are now, which
Mhm.
is why I really like having essentially everything that I've like posted, because like some people will like remove their photos or something from their profiles because it might
Mhm.
not be up to par with where they are, but I kind of like keeping it there because you see like the growth. You see like, oh, I
Mhm.
needed to do this so that I can learn lighting. I needed to do this
Yeah.
so I could learn whatever, and it kind of like everything essentially gets to like where you are now. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it here. I mean, you see you see what we were saying in terms of like the practical effects, and then it kind of turns. You're looking into more cinematic pictures
Mhm.
as you go up, and then like right here, I feel is like where you got your
It flips,
groove.
right? A little bit. It
Mhm.
kind of changes.
Yeah.
And I think that it specifically,
Wow.
like I think it was the photo where like Spider-Man's jumping off a rhino. I think that was
Yeah.
like one of the first photos that kind of like blew up for me, and I was just like, what the heck is going on? But I remember like a week or 2 weeks like before that, I remember the likes on my photos going up a lot more. And I was like, this is kind of weird, right? And so like once that one hit, like it went crazy. And then I think after that, it just was like, I don't know what was happening, but like my account grew a lot. But
Mhm.
I also would say that at the same time, it was kind of like because I was doing all this crossover stuff and like
Mhm.
incorporating like sneakers or whatever, it's like I'm showing this work to people who also like sneakers, not people who are just into toys, right? And so like
Yeah.
that's the way to kind of, and I've said this kind of before on like other podcasts and things like that. if you're trying to grow your audience, like you'll definitely grow organically or the most probably at the start where you're within like the toy community, right? And like there's other people who are like just organically gonna find you, but like it's really gonna like take you to another level probably if you like start like, I don't know, if you whatever like your another hobby that you have, you somehow like combine them, like Jack's like Plastic Action, like having the Plastic Ballers series, and bringing in that, and then like ESPN posting it, for instance, like that's where you're like, I know it's not about like followers and all that stuff, but you know what I mean? Like if you're trying to grow your account, that's essentially how you do it. You're like looking at or reaching out to like other communities and stuff. So
oh yeah, well that's one of our messages always here is as the community continues to grow, like that's the thing that is going to be essential for like, again, just like the toy community to continue growing is bringing in all these other things that we love. And man, those creative shots, you have a great imagination, man. I gotta go. I'm gonna sit with my son tomorrow. Like my wife and I are huge Pokemon fans, and like of course now like our kids love it, but like my son especially. So he's gonna lose it when I sit there and take him through all your pictures. The Pokemon ones are really like, they're so good.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like you were gonna sit down with your son and be like, I need ideas. Give me like a location, 2 characters, and an action. Give me like a verb.
He'll give me some. He'll give me
do
some.
like a Mad Libs for toy photography.
That'd be a really fun challenge, too. Like if you just chose like these random words and then you have to like make a photo with something related.
Man, but that's actually not a bad idea because I have 4.5-year-old twins. It's like, all right, guys, pick out characters. Where do you want them to live? And then I'll take a picture from it. That could be very, very good.
We could even make it a wide challenge too for the ToyPic community. Be like, here are these 4 words Yimbo's kids said.
Yeah,
go.
That could be good. That could be good.
But back to the process, Richie. I know earlier on it was a more practical sense and like cinematic, but the more advanced stuff and the combination of different scales and characters and backgrounds and all that in the process, for the length of time that you would spend on a photo, does it stretch over? Like, do you try to do it all in one night? Do you try to stretch it across? Does it end up stretching across a week? Like how many times you return back to that photo?
Yeah, so typically like if I have the idea, I will get it done that night. Like it doesn't take like longer than a day usually. I'm trying to think if there was ever a time where I had to come back to it. I think the only photo actually that required another day was the like Michelangelo one where he's like painting or whatever, because I had the idea and I kind of started with, because like the way that I made that painting, right, like it was a photo in itself. Like it was me setting the shredder up and then taking a photo, and then the Splinter and the other turtles or whatever, and then essentially compositing that onto like whatever that painting is called, like Creation of Adam, I think, or something. Yeah.
Yep.
And so that was like the first part, and so the next day I essentially built it all together, like the whole setup, and then I took the photo. So if you want to count that, that's essentially like 2 days, I guess, of work. But
hey, that counts. Yeah, that's work, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of effort there to get that done, and it paid off because that is stunning. It really is so good. Even the crack. So is that all digitally added? How did you end up? Is that just all?
I want to say that was like part of the original painting, right? Because like there's parts of it that I kept in there to kind of like keep the whole vibe.
Okay.
But like the thing that Shredder is sitting on is practical. It came from like the Last Jedi Luke Black Series figure, like the deluxe one that came with like the little diorama piece. So I use that. The Splinter and the 1/4 like baby turtles, like that was I forget, I did something ridiculous. It was like I had like some Tupperware thing that I like put them in, but I also had like this like fabric as well or something to kind of use as like the blanket looking situation. And it's just a lot of times it is kind of like using what you have, right, and then trying to like make it look like something. And I feel like a lot of times you can do that with toys in this scale, especially if you can control like the lighting and shadows and all this stuff. Because I will say that, like the toys that we have, like not all of them, or all of them might not have like the best paint jobs, right? But like they have the sculpt there a lot of times. I feel like the sculpt is pretty solid. So like once you put like light to it, and like you have like shadows and stuff like that, you can make it look really, really like realistic, I guess. And so yeah, that's kind of like the same idea here, is specifically with that diorama rock thing. Like it just looked like plastic, but you know, if you can light it a specific way, it might come off as more realistic.
And along the lines of process, like what is your post edit work? Does that take longer than shooting it, in terms of just compositing the photo, like such as that?
I want to say it's kind of like even, but it really depends sometimes. Because again, like if I take a photo, I'll take that photo and then a lot of times I'll edit immediately. And I'm trying to think like how long it would actually take to edit a photo. It doesn't take like a crazy long time, maybe like an hour, 2 hours, 2 hours maybe tops. But yeah, I feel like the post process thing is like one of my favorite parts of the process, because you really get to see like the photo come alive. And that's one thing, because like I think someone did ask a question about what lens I used.
Yeah, that was from our boy Realm of Toys 89. There we go.
Yeah, what's up, dude? Yeah, that's kind of a question sort of related, where well, the lens I like to use first of all is the 100 millimeter macro 2.8 for Canon. And I bring that up because like I think some people will ask me like what camera I use or what lens I use and things like that, and I want to know, maybe it's because like they're associating like my camera and the lens to like the photo itself, and a lot of times it's not gonna be the case, where it's like if you got the same camera, the same lens, and then you took the photo, you're not gonna see it look like that, because there's post-processing involved, right? And so that's what I kind of like, that's why I like that process, is because you see a raw photo and it just looks like shit, right? But wait, can I say that word? Is that cool? Yeah.
Oh, we're not monetized yet. We're good.
Okay. But yeah, so like it looks, you know, completely different once you do the post-processing thing. So yeah, that's why I like it. It just brings everything that you kind of imagine in your mind at that point, like you can actually like develop that in post-processing, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm glad. That's a good point about the settings and stuff. Like I know early on, and like a buddy of ours, 88 Figs. Like I remember I was like stealing his camera settings when I first got mine, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like learning all this from scratch. So it gave me a starting point, but like it was just literally a starting point. Like I couldn't, like, even with setting the things, the ISO and everything, I was just like, this doesn't look like what 88's doing. This is not it. But it gave me that point to like learn as to what each of those settings does, and then and then you start developing and crafting, and again, what turns into your own individual style. So you're right though. It's we say it all the time. It's not about the equipment. It's still the photographer. At the end of the day, it's still the person's eye, you know, capturing, you know, the light, because that's what photography is, capturing the light.
Yeah. Because like you can have like the best lighting equipment, right? But maybe like your knowledge of photography is, you know, whatever. You could use like a flashlight and get like probably amazing photos. You know what I'm saying? Like just like, oh, what's up? Trevor's here too.
Yeah.
Well, this is a good time, real quick, if you don't mind, Richie.
Let's go back to the chat.
Take Toy Father, because as we say every week, you guys in the chat are our favorite part of every single week. So, Chris, why don't we do our little roll call? And again, just while Chris is going through saying hi to everybody, if you have questions for Noserain, please put them in the chat. We will get them. We have a direct line right now, so let's pick this creative brain and find out how it ticks.
Put them in the chat. We'll star them up. Like wherever in the discussion where we are, we'll make sure we'll come back to them. But Realm of Toys, Frank, we already warmed up with a question from you. Thank you. What's up? Everybody's favorite copter, Thanos Copter. How's it going, buddy? Pablo, how you doing, buddy? I hope you've had a good pizza.
Pablo just had a feature from Mezco. Congrats, buddy.
He did.
Nice.
That's awesome.
M. McKinney, we're waiting for your questions. Hopefully you have some in the wings. Cal the Collector, what's up, buddy?
He already
we go.
knows, but my package, he's getting his Rey Mysterio. I'm shipping out tomorrow, and he has a Toy Daddy pin in that box with a few stickers.
Nice.
Yimbo, I need you on this one.
Jukebox hero.
And if we pause there for just one moment, I refused to do that last week, so we really missed you.
Yeah, well, I did it.
Shame.
I know,
Okay,
but I refused to do it.
I did it. It didn't fill the void, but we did it. What's up, 78 points of articulation? How you doing? Thank you. I have to thank you. I've been in a little photo rut as of in the past year, and the Ito dial that I got really has rejuvenated my love of photography and getting back into pictures. So I have to say it's been,
Chris, you've been killing
a lot
it.
of fun.
And I see he's in the chat too, but Toy Mirth with that Ito Street, it's ridiculous. It's
Toy
so
Mirth,
good.
Toy Mirth's shots have been really good.
Yeah. And here's my 78. Whoop, there it is. I have a picture coming out this way. I finally took a Morbius versus Robin Mezco picture in the Dio. I wanted to break out of the Turtles for 78's sake. It's like, do something else. I will. And, there you go.
Hey, you've shared some, photos in the chat, Yimbo. Your lighting's on point right now. I love it.
I also got that hit of inspiration fired up. So yeah, it's fun, man.
Matsumaro, how you doing, buddy? Endless Fables, what's going on? We got Unworthy Collector. Check out A Weather Addiction tomorrow with Toy Addict 17 and Unworthy Collector. The Figure Report. Now, I don't know if you saw the intro to Between Two Sentinels today, but he was a star of it. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Those boys always have a good intro.
Yeah, jeez. Emerald Night Photos, what's going on?
What's up?
Welcome. Toy Mirth, we were just talking about you.
Oh,
pause.
This is a great time. Do you already know? Do you want to do it?
No,
you do it.
No, you.
All right. Well, let's shout out Toy Mirth and congratulations to all of the TPC Discord moderators for getting to 800 members of the Discord. So that is awesome, right? Am I wrong?
They're just shy of it, I believe.
Just shy. Oh, well, let's get them to 800.
It's a hell of a milestone. Congratulations, guys. They'll be on tomorrow night doing their TPC Discord show, figuratively speaking. But as part of that milestone, they're doing a number of giveaways. I think next week or a week after. I don't know. Go on the Discord. There's more information.
Just watch them. They'll do giveaways.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe every night.
No. I don't think it's set up like that.
Maybe every night. You don't know. You have to check it out. You
You can check out that, but also join the Discord.
And join the Discord. But maybe they give out some free stuff every night. You never know. You got to tune in. You know what I'm saying?
Toy Mirth has a collection he's trying to push away. So who knows?
Yeah. We got the mayor. We got Toy Chase. How's it going,
Tim?
What up, Tim?
Oh, you skipped my man Cody.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cody. Sorry.
Too much new toys in the house. What's up, Cody?
How you doing, buddy? Papa Milan, how's it going?
What's up, Poppin'?
Josh Brown, what's going on?
Boy, Josh, what's up, dude? Ooh. And we got
a giant here. Greg, formerly the Brute Scale. What's going on, buddy?
The mightiest man at Legion's Con, Greg.
Have you painted that head sculpt that you got?
I have not. I painted so one of the head sculpts I got from Wolf King Customs came out super bad, so my confidence
I thought that was fine, dude.
Oh, it looked like shit.
No, it looked great, man.
It looked like in the light of the next day when I was like when Machu's like, maybe you should have thinned out that paint. I was like, yeah, I should have.
Well,
and the next day I looked at him like, damn, it looks like my kids painted this one.
I was like, when Machu said that, I was like, no, Chu's gonna throw this out.
No, I bought two because I know myself. I knew I was gonna mess up that first one, so that second one, I'm just gonna have someone else paint.
Well, it looked great.
What's up, Wade?
Wade, great. How you doing, buddy?
Josh Brown, you didn't know I had twins? Oh yeah, man. Got the 4.5-year-olds, baby. Action Figure Neverland.
What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy?
What up, Brian?
We got Toy Addict 17. What's up, Danny? How you doing, buddy? We got Trevor in the house. How's it going, 1-6 shooter?
Ooh, by the way, let's go back right before Trev. Josh had that was I think thanking Richie for that beautiful Michelangelo picture.
That is.
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
photo. That might be my
man.
favorite one you've done. That is
Yeah, that's a great one.
incredible.
I do like that Spider-Man one too, though. I do feel like we're back at the pub. Clintastic 4, what's up, buddy? AC, walk all over. What's going on? Retro Storm 15, how you doing? We got Shroomy.
Hey.
Is this a
Shroomy.
question?
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
question.
that's the question.
So here we go, Shroom. So Richie, let's see. So we'll
Hmm.
pose this to you first. What's an accessory piece you're obsessed with at the moment? Mine is the beanie that came with Nick Fury. It fits on fits on so many figures. I didn't know that. If I find him for clearance, now I'm gonna pick him up.
I didn't know the beanie came off until 88
Yeah.
told me. I thought it was sculpted on.
So what do you think, Richie? Do you
That's
have
a great question, and it's really hard because I'm blanking right now.
Yeah, okay, fair.
I don't know. How about you guys go first? Maybe I'll get some ideas, but
This is really because Chewy and mine happens to be here with the Cabal t-shirt
Oh, okay.
that came with the 2-pack. I just threw it on Deadpool, but Chewy, you've been taking some pictures. That Knight's been rocking that t-shirt since Legion's Con, right?
Oh yeah. He's
There we
great.
go.
He's perfect.
dang.
The kid didn't came to this court here. He grew up.
I should have got
So
one of those
sad.
Valiant Knights, man. I was in the line. I picked it up, and I was like, maybe I don't know. I'll get it tomorrow, and then of course it sells out. So
Yeah, Chris and I were in line the next day, and I don't know if they still had the limit on it, but we were lucky enough to get one. I think when I picked up mine, I don't know if more boxes came out after, but there may have only been like 10 on the table left. Like that pile was shrinking.
Yeah, that's with Dork Lair walking around giving in-person reviews like he did with me. I was like, oh boy, yep, I need it.
Custom micro influencing. It's just around the con.
By the way, above Shroomy, we have Retrostorm 15 in the house. Just wanted to make sure we hit Retrostorm.
Yeah, we
And
said hi.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. All right, sorry. And then Greg said, I think I met him at NYC Boogs meetup. Was that you, Richie? Did you guys meet up then?
yeah, that's where I met
Okay.
him first, and then I saw him
Nice.
at Legion's Con very briefly. But yeah, super
cool.
huge dude. Always he usually has some like dope kicks on though. Like I think he had some Jordans on. I forget which day it was, but he definitely had a pair of Jordans on. I like sneakers too. Like I was big into collecting sneakers in like 2011 to 2014, and then picked up a few like throughout the years after. But yeah, I recognize the Jays.
Before I had kids, I would call myself a hype baby. I wasn't a hype beast. I was a hype baby. Like I dabbled. I got caught up in the Yeezy hype, so I had a few pairs of those right away.
Nice.
So yeah, I had my dabble in it, and then toys have taken over.
Yeah, it's tough to collect like everything, right? Like
Oh,
cards,
yes.
sneakers, toys, whatever it is.
Oh, I
Yeah.
keep looking at Marvel trading cards. I'm like, no, stop. I shouldn't. At
Don't.
like 30 bucks a box. I'm like, oh, this could be a problem for me if I start.
More than that. The box is like a pack now. It's crazy.
Mm.
In terms of accessories, I don't have one right now that I can think of. But
There's one that I keep playing with, but it's not really an accessory. I guess it could be used as an accessory. That's what I'll bring up. But I opened up retro.
Where's that from? That is
the real Ghostbusters re-release.
Oh.
I have that too. I've wanted to take a picture with Deadpool calling the Ghostbusters to be like, look at my toilet with the tongue out, and then him being like,
that thing's cool.
no, I didn't say anything was wrong with it. Get it?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Like it would fit.
I know it scales.
If you get someone to repaint it a little bit, it would
that'd be perfect.
just nuts.
That's awesome. The only thing I can really think of the accessory that I really love from this year is probably the cat sandwich from the Elf. That's pretty much it.
Oh, that's a good one.
I have
that's
to
a great
like
one.
I have to go
Oh.
back and put some love on Fernando Chavez picture because he just did an amazing Alf
did.
picture with that.
Yeah, he did.
One of
Can't
my
think of
actually, now that you mentioned that figure, I'm thinking of the SDCC exclusive, and
Yeah.
it came with the Comic-Con badge. And I
Yeah,
would want
that
to
was
say
cool.
that's the best accessory in my opinion for the year.
That's a cool
Nice.
one.
Ooh, so Dick's Bigs? Yeah, sorry.
Figs. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so got an awesome tip about using the 4:5 ratio on Instagram from Noserain's broadcast channel. Game Changer just wanted to say thank you. There you
Yeah,
go.
no problem. Yeah, that was just like, I don't know if people like have thought about that much, when they post on social, but it's like if anyone here is not familiar with what he's talking about, it's just essentially posting with like a 4:5 ratio, like vertical ratio, right? So that your image is taking up like the most real estate it can on the feed. But of course, like if you're taking a photo that requires a horizontal composition, like for the thing, like just do that because that's how it should look or whatever, but that's what I typically like to do. I like to shoot it in like a vertical so that again, like that's why I like all my photos from I forget when, but they've always been vertical.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've also heard that tip in terms of like a posting, like Instagram strategy type thing. So, but definitely, yeah, it's like you said, like I don't let it like affect my artistic vision. Like if I have a bigger cinematic picture, I'm just gonna rock with it, landscape. But yeah, otherwise, if I'm setting out to do a portrait or just some other type of simple idea, like yeah, I might go 4:5, and again for that reason. Yeah, feed real estate. That was exactly the term I had heard too.
Yeah, exactly. I like to learn, like there was a point where I was kind of like very interested in how Instagram worked or social worked, right? Where if you're trying to grow your account, like what should you be doing kind of thing, like whether it's the hashtag strategies or like the photo ratio or all that kind of stuff. So I've kind of since then like I haven't been paying attention, especially when like Reels came out, but obviously Reels is such a big deal now that you kind of have to do it if you want to grow, I feel like.
Right.
But
I hear you, man. I like I said, I still do the research. Like I'm fascinated by that side of things too. Like I teach an introductory middle school course on like mass media and communications and stuff like that. So like I'm and then doing this on the side is like, yeah. So it is intriguing. But then at the end of the day, like what I found with all of my research and all of the different strategies, it's when I would up the level of my work, it would get seen and appreciated by more people.
Yeah.
So it's also when it comes down to at the end of the day, just keep focusing on yourself and your skills, and it will pay off. Like as you better your work, it will get seen and appreciated. So
yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like you have to like your photo first, like above everyone. It shouldn't be for an audience. It shouldn't be like for anybody. You gotta love like what you're posting because that's kind of like it. There's like times where I'll post a photo and I notice something immediately like that I messed up on or something, right? And then I'm just like, even though there's already like 500 likes on it for whatever, I'm just like, nope, I'm just gonna take it down. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for liking the photo, but I'm sorry, it has to be perfect. So I end up doing that. But yeah, I feel like it really is because it's really tough, right? Like especially if the algorithm or whatever isn't like in your favor or whatever, and you're getting really discouraged. Like that's not something that we can control, and so at the end of the day, you could just have to like what you're posting or what you're doing, like putting your art out there. Like even though it might not reach like whoever you want it to reach, like I don't know. I just put my stuff on there and it's just like my portfolio on social media basically. So that's just how I think of it. And then of course, like the people who are in the community who do comment and stuff like that, like I appreciate that even more because they're taking their time to do that. And of course, like you can start a friendship, right? Like through the community. So that's essentially what I care about.
Yeah.
And that's great. And that's why I want you, it's important because that's something that we talk about. But again, somebody with your level and what you've been able to achieve for yourself, it's good for people. It's a good reminder. And this is why we like to continually be the guys that are like, just continue to focus on you and just keep, like you said, be proud of the work that you, because that's the most important thing. And that's looking at your work. That's what resonates. And that's what shines through, is that you're clearly having a blast with these ideas and the conception. And
Yeah.
So, and again, that's the stuff that will resonate and connect with people.
Yeah, absolutely
Absolutely.
agree. I that's the thing. Yeah, as Zimbo said, we always push is that just do as long as you're having fun with it. And once it stops being fun, what's the point?
Well, just take a break. Just take a break.
Hey, that's what literally, like, I've had to take some posting breaks. Chris, like, you and I both had a little extended. We've all done it. We've all had to take, because at the end of the day, we are playing with toys, and this should be fun. That's what we're going to keep reminding everybody.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Question from Matumaro. Do you specifically buy a figure to realize a concept of yours, or do you compromise and use whatever you have at your disposal? And this is a good question, because I was going through your feed and I'm like, man, I think he like collects kind of like how I collect, in terms of like, there's no lane. There's no lane.
I collect a lot of different stuff, and I think we were kind of talking about it a little bit, where, whatever the new thing comes out, or that new toy that comes out, like FOMO and all that kind of stuff, like you want to get the newest thing sometimes. And I've, of course, felt that before, but it's also going back to his question. There was a time where, like, I was so motivated about creating photos based on these ideas and concepts or whatever that I think of. And of course, I don't have a specific figure or accessory that I need or whatever to do it. Like, I'll go out and buy it like during that time. But since then, it's kind of, I haven't done that as much. So it's really like trying to figure out, like, what do I already have? What can I think of using the stuff? Because, like, there's so many ideas like in your collection, like at this moment, like you don't have to go out and get that new thing or get that thing that you think you need or whatever. Because you might get something and you're just like, okay, when the heck am I ever going to use this again? So you're into that situation a lot of times.
Yeah, I totally get that. There was another question right here. M. McKinney. Questions. I've been taking pics since I can never spin my big figures in the air without them leaning over too far because of the weight. What's a trick or tool I can use to help to stop it?
I guess my question back is, what are you currently using to hold them up? For me, I mean, I think I struggle with it too. I think it's just really like fidgeting with it and trying to balance. It's like balancing it. But I use, like, I really wish somebody would like invent something that is like the perfect figure stand, and it's not like something that is in your way in your scene and all that. I wish it was like this really strong and sturdy like bar that is articulated, that can like attach to you, like kind of like a stop motion rig, but something that's like, or I mean, it doesn't have to be translucent, as long as it like does the job and it can hold up whatever figure with no problem and have the flexibility to like get out of the scene and all that stuff. But I use I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but I currently use like this craft armature wire stuff that I found at like Michael's. And it's not like the best in terms of like the strength of it, because like, of course, it's not going to hold up like a Rhino Marvel Legends or whatever those big figures are. You kind of have to like well, there's not a way to do it necessarily without like using Photoshop to kind of remove like the wire, because you do need to like wrap that big figure around or something, and if you're trying to suspend it in the air, like I don't know if there's a way to do that without like using some post processing removal situations. But yeah, I try to use like a wire that's somewhat sturdy and go from there. But a lot of times it's me like racking my brain and trying to figure out like, how is this thing gonna
Well, the big figures are hard, man. Like if he's talking like you said, Rhino or McFarlane mega figs, like those are big. Like I don't even think I've tried to like levitate any of those big type of. They're usually bases for balancing and other type of thing.
Yeah.
Try to build
Yeah.
a scene around.
That'd be a
those
fun
bigger
challenge
figures.
to see someone try to balance like a Galactus or a Sentinel using some sort of like, I don't know, rake, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
from what I've done in terms of like the big figs, it's more of like leaning on something and then editing it out like on a photo stack. It's never like levitating or anything like that. Although I never am bold enough with my ideas to do something like that. So
Well, I will throw out that you're, like one of your partners in crime, Work More or Less, and another guy that comes to mind is Warrior Evans. Like they do really great work with glass over, and like that's something that I've been thinking. I just need to eventually get a piece of glass to like invest in and start doing. But that's been a thought of mine, Emma McKinney, is like using glass because if you're able to shoot through that, then you don't need any of the wires, stands, everything. And so if you go check out both of those accounts, both those guys have really well done behind the scenes that you can see. And like I said, it's just a matter of, for me, wanting to do it, just getting the glass to do it.
Yeah. Usually I'll do this. Like I'll get like a wire and then it'll be like wrapped around like that and hanging. But
how do you
the glass technique would be dope.
Yeah, and see, like I know so many wrestling photographers that use the wire and hang. Like, how do you do? Is that just like rigged up? Like, do you just have a couple tripods with a stick, or how do you end up pulling
pulley
it
system?
I don't have a lot of like fancy professional equipment, honestly, because like when I first started, I was using like rather than stands and stuff, I was using like books and like that kind of stuff, right? So, when I first I think it was for that Spider-Man Rhino photo that I did. Like I needed Spider-Man to be like suspended in the air. Was it that one? I'm trying to think, but regardless, like for that one, I had like a ruler, like a long ruler. And then it was just like, that was the thing that I was hanging my wires off of.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was not the most fancy professional equipment ever, but it did the job.
Exactly. That means so much of the stuff
Does the job.
You just got to get it in frame. It doesn't
And
matter how.
It makes better behind the scenes, like in my opinion, because it's so like random and crafty, and anybody could like do that because they have probably something similar in their house that they could probably do something with.
Yeah, Richie, that's true. Like
it
seeing,
makes it more relatable.
Yeah, it does.
It's more relatable, but at the same time,
relatable.
it's like probably more of a pain in the ass to like use that as opposed to an actual like.
Oh yeah,
that would be
but this
more
is more
consistent
fun.
and efficient. But
it satisfies everyone's like internal child to be like MacGyver. It's like I'm gonna use some gum and a paper clip just to suspend the Hulk in the air.
Paper roll tube.
Yeah.
Pablo uses invisible hanging wire for large figures. It's a great idea. Clintastic for large figures, clear acrylic shelves can sometimes work depending on the angle. That's interesting. And Josh
Taking
Brown
notes over here.
ordered 10 glass shelves and all showed up shattered. So
no,
you can get the it's not glass. You can get the clear acrylic off Amazon for a reasonable price, and you get a big piece. And I haven't broken any of mine, but
I made an overhead rig out of PVC pipe, and you can get that from the hardware store and still using it.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
By the way, I wanted to highlight or just shout out like a couple of sneaker comments here that Shroomy is rocking Jordan 3s for life.
Oh yeah, Jordan 3s all day.
Josh Brown 96 Air Max runners. I missed the favorite shoe ever. And Greg said it was a blur. He just calls it a blur, but he had J's on every day.
Okay. Yeah, I think he had like the white cement 4s on at one point, I want to say. And he had a pair of Jordans. I forget what they were called, but they were like red, blue, and black or something like that. And
man, I had the Jordan 1s when I was little.
Oh wow,
like middle school. Like I had the very first Jordans, and then I wore the crap out of those.
Did you say the black and red ones?
Yeah, the black and red ones.
Nice.
Yeah, the very first ones. I remember. I asked my dad. My dad knew someone that worked at Nike, so we didn't get them. Like it wasn't like terrible. It wasn't like $100. I think it was $100 back then, but it wasn't. We got a discount, so it was great.
I was gonna say your dad was cool.
$100 back then was
Nice
like
guy.
a lot, right?
It was a lot of
shoes?
money back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got it. It was definitely a discount. It was like 40% or something like that.
Yeah, I got some Kobe's right there, the Kobe Grinches. And I have those Jordan ones that you're talking about, like the black and red. They call them breads, I guess, in the sneaker world, but I don't know if it's fully accepted as breads anymore or whatever, but I know there was a point where people were like, why are you calling them breads? Like, call them black and reds.
I feel so cool talking to you right now. Learning all the lingo.
Tim says he has some 11s on. Which 11s,
There you
dude?
go.
Concord,
nice,
Space
though.
Jams. Oh man, Concords are I think of my favorites, but
By the way, Toy Chase, another comment of his too, going back to the accessory. He said the grandfather clock from the Red Death was his favorite.
Oh,
accessory.
That's a
That's a
great
good one.
call
That's a good
too,
one.
man.
That's a good one.
That is a good
Actually,
one.
both those accessories for Red Death and Jacob Marley were a strong pull to get those figures. Just
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
how good those look.
And the head sculpts for Jacob Marley.
Yeah.
Man, we haven't gotten there yet. But
No,
we have some questions.
Yeah.
Josh Brown, do photo resizing apps work well? Do they skew the image? Something like Photo Room?
what I don't know what Photo Room is, honestly, but is that similar to like a Lightroom, I guess, or something? Or
I would guess.
I'm guessing. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm checking it out. Yeah, it's an AI photo editor. Like I use Photo Leap. I know there's Lightroom.
I use
Are you-
Lightroom. It's a very
Yeah.
simple like resize. It just crops it essentially.
Yeah, I
It
use
just cuts the
Lightroom,
bottom and the top, or however you want, but it sets the frame for you.
Right.
Oh,
and
okay.
those are going to be fine because you can always export those at as close to like full scale. I have something if you there's an
Sorry.
app. It's okay.
Diggs Fix.
Oh.
Just rocking whatever Costco has in stock.
yo, sometimes don't they have like, some good stuff though? at
Yeah.
Costco?
Yeah, they got great
Sometimes, yeah.
jeans, Richie.
They had some like Puma Suedes at one point. I remember Puma Suedes are classics. So
Yeah. But an app I just a shout, Josh. But there's an app called SquareFit, and I've used that too, especially with like a landscape photo. That's another little cheat where you can expand it to 5:4. You do
Oh,
compress
okay.
a little bit of the image, and then of course Instagram is going to do its compression too. But again, when you're looking at it on a phone screen, like it's not like it's actually getting pixelated, especially when you're converting, editing a raw photo. So yeah, what did I just say it was? SquareFit?
yeah, don't post raw photos. That's rule number
No,
one
no.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, use raw photos if you're gonna edit, but yeah,
Right.
don't post raw photos because your junk is gonna get compressed like crazy.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't use I do use Lightroom, I use Photoshop, and then I export based on like specific settings, right, that I have.
Are you working
And
on your
then-
computer or are you working on your phone?
My computer. Yeah. I'm sure I feel like it'd probably be the same though if you used an app on your phone or something like that. But
Depending how good your eyes
Um,
are.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't use like apps that it like compresses it for you and then it's like, okay, now you're good to go. I don't use those kind of apps. I just kind of like export the way I've been exporting. I don't even know if it's like the most efficient way to export, honestly, but I just know it's not like 5,000 something pixels by whatever, that whatever
Yeah.
the raw photo is. Yeah.
Well, whatever you're doing, it's pretty good. So
Yeah, I like to sharpen
Keep
my
doing it,
photos
man.
up and like do all that stuff too, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
By the
sometimes
way,
Action
Chris.
Figure Nerdland, sometimes I
Oh,
shoot
sorry.
a little wider to anticipate cropping for 4 to 5.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
that is a good
Sorry,
idea.
but what
Yep.
were you saying?
Oh, my bad. It was just going to be that for that Pablo comment about. I just was going to throw out a little
Chucks?
about the Chucks and just the pricing. Interesting thing, guys. Here's just a little fun facts for you and everybody in the chat. I saw a TikTok, yes, of Home Alone, when Kevin McAllister goes to the grocery store to buy himself all of, that grocery store
toothbrush and all that.
Yeah. And it was looking at the cost in that moment, which was $19.83, and how much it would cost in today's money. Would you like to know?
What was it?
$69, $68.99. That's how much.
What did he buy?
Because it was because a gallon of milk and orange juice are like $5 each now. It's like everything's out of control.
That was Kevin's first mistake. He went to the pharmacy to buy a gallon of milk.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, that was the guy did the exact. He looked it up on Target and did the whole thing, put the whole thing together, and like approximate it. Yeah, like basically,
he was 8 years old.
Yeah. We are officially at least three of us are officially at the age where it's like again, Richie, I teach middle school, so I'm always like, oh God, how old do I sound? And I'm like, back in the 90s when I was sitting in your seat, I'm like, oh God, because like. It's bad. It's bad. I'm at that old man age when it comes to my students.
Yeah,
now.
I'm also in education, Richie, and I had some students in my office today, and they were like, "Yeah." So I was telling him, "Bruh," and then he stops and he goes, "Bruh" is something like when I tell someone and I want to be disrespectful, and I say "bruh," and I'm just letting you know, Mr. Way. I'm like, "Oh, okay, great, thanks."
Explaining the slangs to you.
Yeah. Wait, great.
I was just gonna say, Chris, you have all the riz.
Bruh. Bruh. Now, this is the hard-hitting question I really wanted to know. Wade Create asks, where did the handle Noserain come from?
So those of you or those who know me know that I'm a very big Kobe Bryant fan. My favorite basketball player of all time. And essentially, like my account, I started my account actually before I even got the handle Noserain. It was called something else. And I remember like I started taking like these outdoor toy photos using like my Nendroids and things like that. And I was having a lot of fun, and it was mostly thanks to Captain Dangerous. I don't know if you guys know her account, but she does a lot of like Nendroid photos with like Zelda and Pokemon or just stuff like that, Kirby, and a lot of Nintendo property, I guess. And she did these like really cool like outdoor photos with like shallow depth of field. They just look really pretty, right? And so that kind of like made me jump into wanting to try that, because I think at the time I had like a Nendroid, like a Trainer Red Nendroid from Pokemon, and then essentially wanted to try to capture that sort of look. And then I remember that was like during the summer of like 2015 or something like that. And then I remember just like after I moved at the time I was in college or whatever. And then I moved back to my parents' place. And then I was like, I just stopped. I just stopped completely. I didn't take any more photos. And then I moved up to like Northern Virginia for work or whatever. And then from that point, I want to say I jumped back in around like February or January of 2017. And so the reason why I jumped back in was because like I wanted to see like where this could go. Like if I really tried at this and I really did this every single day and was consistent with something, like where does that take you, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of it was like the whole like Mamba mentality, like the whole Kobe Bryant thing, you know, like getting better every day or trying to be like the best version of yourself every day or whatever. And just improvement and all that. So it's with that mindset. And then I also, that's kind of like the inspiration for the handle, because like I'm Korean. So nose in Korean is cool. And then rain is P. So like put those two together, it's Kobe basically. So that's like where it came from. But a lot of people are like, some probably think it's related to like drugs or something.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Rich,
that's amazing. That's a great story.
That's awesome.
That is an amazing story. And now I feel bad that I'm going to tell you my stupid joke from Sunday night. So Sunday night, I was doing my stream, and I already told you I had the cold last Wednesday. So I sat this one out. And Sunday night, like as the night hit, and literally during my stream, I just feel like I'm sweating. I'm not feeling great. Like, like just like at the end of the day
Yeah.
where it just kind of hits you. And I was literally at the point where I'm like, and just so you guys know, Wednesday we have a special guest, Noserain. God, if I don't get out of here, I'm gonna start Noserating every week by midnight. Like I gotta blow my, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
So that's how I
God.
took it. But Kobe, that's amazing. I really love that.
That's
Yeah.
Thank you for that
cool.
story.
I wish it wasn't nose and rain like that comment, like maybe something not nose with the rain, but like it is what it is. But
No, dude, it
yeah.
works. It works.
works.
It's unique, and again, it's just so cool. And it's very cool. Like again, to no chewing with your Noche, with your Nightwing version. Like that's a great story.
Yeah, I mean, my handle sounds like it's I have a diet program that I'm not successful at using myself, but I'm pushing it out to others.
Yeah.
But my name started off with my love for Nightwing, but clearly Nightwing's taken, and I spent some time in Spain, so Night Noche, so I just kind of put them together, Noche Wing, and then it was either myself. I think my wife said it. She's like, it reads as no chewing, and I really like that a lot better. So I'm like, all right, I'll use that for everything then.
Nice. That's tight.
Yeah,
tight.
Richie, I just love how you incorporated just like your just in terms of just like yourself, like your identity itself, and I really respect that piece. I'm Toy Father. It's so boring. I was thinking about this today, and I was actually really like debating this, but I think I'm gonna go around and we might have to do some sort of name change for Toy Father. And I really
No, man.
People in the chat do it. People in the chat, give us some
Like-
suggestions, please.
like I think we can do this systematically, we can do this honestly, and we can do like a big long game of like a contest for this. So
You do realize your handle is what inspired.
I know.
the Toy
So
Daddies.
yeah, I know. So hey, I just said it out loud. Whether or not we do it or not, I just said it out loud. But we'll figure it out. Toy Papa. All right, cool. I like that. No, I believe there is a Toy Poppy.
Oh, there is. Yeah.
That's
Did we
Toy
still have
Pic.
88 picks?
Laser Man. Sorry.
Did we still
Yeah,
have
we did
88?
shout out Laser Man.
Okay. 88's in the house. There we go.
You should be laser, man.
Well, I do have another handle, Get Lazed, right there. So, oh God, where are we going with this? Sorry. Richie said this beautiful like way of how he the origin of his name, and I'm just like, all right, let's go talk about Laserman.
By the way, Wade Create said Noserain sounds like an awesome cyberpunk band too, though. That's true. I'm telling you, man.
I'll take that. I appreciate that. All I've heard is like snot jokes like all the time, so I'll take that one.
Toy Gramps. Thanks.
Toy boomers.
Coming from Tim. My gosh. Thanks, Tim. All right. Hey, I don't mean to push the show along, but I'm going to push the show along just so that because we have a lot to talk about. And I just want to pull up.
And Richie, obviously, this is I hope that you're enjoying yourself and that this will be
Yeah,
the first of many
absolutely.
conversations. And
You guys are awesome. So
No, Richie, you're awesome, and it was a lot of fun. Can I just share one story? I went up and introduced myself to you at the pub, and we were talking for a while. And at one point, I was like, "Man, I'm just like taking this guy's like a whole night, and I feel bad." Like I was like, "He doesn't want to talk to me," so I'm like, "Yeah." So I said something to you, and I think you either said it to No Chewing or Yimbo or someone. Yeah, you're like, "Oh, Chris here. He was actually trying to get away from our conversation, not talk to me anymore." So yeah, and I was like, "Oh, well," I was like, "Yeah, that kind of was half the truth, but I didn't want to take your time."
nah, dude, it was fun talking, man. Especially like the first time meeting you and all that, and you coming up to me and all that stuff. Yeah, but I was just joking, man.
Yeah, no, it
was a fun night.
It was a fun night. It was a fun night. All right, well, hey, we have the TPC top 10. We're talking about the top 10 photos on the TPC Instagram from last week, from last Friday. But what are we talking about now? We're going to talk about what's making us happy right now. Richie, what's making you happy right now?
Dude, I've been looking to get into a card game actually, not too long ago. And so like, have you guys heard of Disney Lorcana?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, I've been kind of obsessing over this new card game because like I like card games. I didn't play like a whole lot, I guess, like growing up, but I like collecting the cards and all that stuff.
So it's
And
like
then-
Magic the Gathering type of card game?
Yeah.
Pokemon card game?
But
Yep.
it's just like that where the artwork is just really sick.
Disney and
Mhm.
and all that stuff. But it's brand new. Came out like a year ago, maybe
I think it was over the summer, like July.
over the summer. Okay,
I'm going to tell you right now, I heard about those cards because of Machu from you.
Yeah.
It was like
really?
you were loving it, Machu, and then I was like, oh god, am I going to start buying cards? Because
Machu
you're
trying to
causing
get
your
Don't worry, it's
enabling.
impossible to find. Oh, you're in the clear for a while.
Okay.
yeah. Machu like landed on a gold mine though. Like he was at Target at one point. I forget whenever
I
they.
remember that day.
It was impossible to find those in stores though. Like I had not seen those in Target at all. That first run, but anyway, like Machu found some, and then he like texted me, and I think I answered like maybe 15 minutes after, and then I think he had ended up getting some of them because I know J Shot wanted some too, and then I told him like how many I wanted, and I think I said like give me like 15 packs, and like he's like 15, and then he was like, all right, let me go back in because I think he went to go drop whatever he got like off at his car first, and then he went back in, and then they were all gone, like every single one of them. And then he saw like the people whoever got them like checking out, and they like literally had all of them. So that's how it went. And like actually this week and last week they did a restock. So like if you're looking for those cards, you can actually go to Target or like Barnes and Noble, and you might be able to find some. But I'm assuming that it might be kind of similar in terms of hard to find still. But anyway,
Yeah, people will be clearing those out. Yeah.
Cool. Well,
yeah,
I'm into a new, and it's save $15 on Toy Tech and Toys discount too. So I see.
Oh, they're up on the app right now?
I see that they are. Yeah,
Are they really?
$16.99.
As-
Is that right?
Let's see how many people reach for their phones. I'm just going to check right now.
but yeah.
By the way, while you guys are checking,
go ahead.
ooh, sorry, Richie. Yeah, what's up?
No. Go ahead.
I was just gonna shout out, like, because with what's making us happy, again, everybody in the chat, like, feel free to share, whether it's toys, whether it's life. Diggs 88 said Diggs Figs is making me happy. He sent me too many GI Joes.
Awesome.
Oh, these are starter packs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
starter decks come with like a booster pack inside of it too. But yeah, I've been playing the game online unofficially just because you have access to all the cards. You can make whatever decks you want and play them against random people. And it's through this thing called Pixelborn, if anyone's curious or interested in checking it out. But the game is pretty fun. Of course, it being like Disney and me loving like collecting cards or even like opening packs and pulling like rare cards and stuff.
Yeah.
Like love that aspect of it too. But I was just really looking for something to like play. And Disney Lorcana was like the new game. And so it's kind of me jumping in like from ground zero as opposed to like trying to learn like Magic the Gathering, which has been around forever. And
yeah,
it's just very complicated and overwhelming probably to kind of learn that stuff right now.
no, I agree. That's the big appeal for it because it's not like 1,000 cards out there that you have to be aware of. It's something manageable, like 200 plus or so.
Yeah, exactly.
And Chris, I don't know where you looked in Target, but all of it says sold out.
Yeah, all of it's. You're right.
I lied. I was excited. I pulled out the iPad.
FYE, you can check out FYE. The limit is 2 packs.
No one wants to go.
Is it really $8 a pack?
It's actually $5.99 per pack, but like if you try to go find them at like your local card shop or something, they probably have them marked up. So yeah,
I think the going rate is like $16 to $20 a pack in the app.
Oh, really? That's
Richie,
crazy.
why did you say that?
If I find some like starter decks or packs or whatever, just let me know. If you guys are interested, I can get them for you and then send them over.
Well,
Yeah,
same
I'd be
here.
interested.
Because you know what I have for you, Richie? I have a Valiant Night for you. So
No, you don't.
I have a second one.
Really?
That
You
I
still
was
have a
going to
second
give.
one?
Yeah, I was going to give it to Yimbo, but Yimbo got
my-
one from J Shop and Machu.
Okay.
So I have a second
Yeah,
one.
I'm down to take that off your hands if you really don't want it. But
Honestly, I was going to make a Laser Man out of it, but I'm like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, this thing is amazing.
It'd be
you
laser
should do
night.
that though, because I'm kind of
Laser.
curious what that would look like.
No, I would just ruin it. So I'm happy to give it to you. So
And before we hit some of our other friends who are sharing what's making them happy, Rich, I just have to ask, like, because again, you've been talking about the card games, and I just need to know if this element is true. I remember watching a video of a guy saying how there was like a Pokemon card like conspiracy, like apparently there was people like, is there something true that there's a history of like fact that like people pulling legendary cards from packs, like, but it wasn't discovered until 10 or 15 years after? Like, is there some sort of Pokemon card conspiracy, or is this just one video and I should just not listen to this? Not pursue it?
I don't know about like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened like 15 years ago or whatever, because I think it's like the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. So like, I do know that that is true, but like recently. So like in
maybe it's recent.
2021 or 2022.
Oh, maybe that's
like
when it's
some of the
from, okay.
modern sets. Yeah, like
Okay.
all the really big hits were
Yeah,
like taken out from like the factory or something like that. And
that's
so
okay. So it was a couple years
people
ago.
were
Okay.
like opening these packs and they're just like, why is the pull rate like so bad? You know, and say they wouldn't be able to get these like great hits. And then like I think it was last year maybe, like these photos started like coming up with people who had like insane stacks of like all these like hits. Like I'm talking about, there's like a, do you guys know Pokemon? No, Chewing, you said you knew Pokemon a little bit, right? Or
Oh,
you
I
guys
absolutely know nothing about Pokemon except for like two.
I
I'm
have
the
a lot of
Pokemon
cards.
guy.
I have a lot of
Out of the
So recently there's like a set called Evolving Skies. It was very popular. Had really good alternate art cards, which are like the rarest cards I guess you can pull from the set. So they go for good money if you decide to sell them, and right now too. But like there is a card that kind of defined that entire era, and that was like of a Pokemon called Umbreon, but it was like there was like a different form of it or whatever. It's called VMAX. But anyway, that card, it was like an alternate art card, and people kind of like call it Moonbreon because it's like there's a giant moon in the background or whatever, and it's like a nickname for the card. But like people had like stacks, or whoever posted that photo had stacks of those, and that card I think sells raw, like if it's not graded, maybe $600, maybe a little less. I don't know if I'm thinking of if it's like the graded card is 600 or not, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's insane. Like I don't.
Hey,
But that
Richie,
part of the conspiracy, I think, yes, I think it is like somewhat true.
Okay,
I
so
have
maybe
a
it was just from maybe it was from a couple years ago. Maybe it wasn't like, yeah. Okay, so that's it. I knew that there was. I just wanted to know if there, as a card guy, if there was any validity to at some point somebody screwing with Pokemon cards.
I want to
guess
say
there
it's
was.
true
Okay.
because like whoever had those tried to sell them off to a card shop, and that card shop I think bought all of them. And but I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't think Pokemon came out and said anything official or anything. So,
Richie, I just have a question. Like, what does this legendary like go for? Like, in
dude,
terms of
that is like $2, but no,
$2.
I don't know, dude. Get it graded from PSA or something, and
I
I'll
will.
sign it. It might be worth $3, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm having you sign this next time I see you.
Okay,
I'm so pumped I pulled that.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That is pretty crazy because I've been dying for somebody to like pull it, and I'm glad you pulled it, and you put it like on the stream, and it's recorded and everything. So
It was amazing.
you got to clip it and like post it somewhere.
Yes, we do.
I wanted to go back to where was it? Shroomy first, right? Because we're looking real quick.
What's making us happy right now?
Yeah, well, 88 and Diggs are appreciating each other, which I love seeing. Friends loving friends. That's awesome. So hooray, friendship. But Shroomy said, what's making me happy is I finally bought a wash and cure for my resin printer, and it's made 3D printing so much easier. Having fun printing
Nice.
dial accessories
Sure,
and mini
cool.
D&D figs. So that's amazing.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's nice.
Retro Storm 15 with a hell yeah. This is amazing. What's making me happy is my dad is finally scheduled for surgery next Thursday. We are cutting the cancer out. So congratulations,
Heck
man.
yeah.
Best wishes to your father. That's awesome. And then we have 88 says, I'm also happy for my brand new Yibo action figure. That's Shipwreck, Richie,
Shipwreck.
just so you know, the G.I. Joe.
Okay.
One of the many. I've said it before.
You know what? I can see it. Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I got
gosh.
it. I have a
It is
few.
Yumbo. It is
The
Yumbo.
name Yimbo is Seaman Yimbo. Come on. What's wrong
That's
with you? He has a name.
Fair.
Hey,
Ooh,
Adolf
Adolf
Fingers,
Fingers in the
how you doing,
house.
buddy?
What's going on, man? Oh, it's good to see you. When he said get in the card game, I thought you meant like Texas Hold'em. I'm out of my depth with collector cards. That's funny. 88 says I only know of 152 Pokemon. I could do most of the rap.
That's all you need to know, honestly.
That's, I mean, like, my wife and I are definitely like G1 people. Like, we can't. I mean,
Me
we
too.
do we expand, but I mean, like, our love is generational.
I've kept up for the most part, but like these past 2 generations, I'm like, if you show me the Pokemon, I'll be like, I have no idea what that is.
Are you aware of the Pokemon TV app, like that you can get for like Apple TV or whatever?
No.
Okay, so it has seasons of the show, but then it also has like there's like a junior section, and it has all these different songs and all these like animated Pokemon. It's wonderful. And one of the things is a rolling Pokeball, and as it pops to other ones, the Pokemon come out. My son blew us away. He's just like blah 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 blah, like faster than our brains could even process the popping. He was naming his Pokemon.
That's
so
cool. That's so cool to see, because like I grew up with Pokemon. I think it was like in 3rd grade when it first like hit here, and then to see like so many kids, like so many friends' kids who are like into Pokemon now, like Pokemon cards and all that stuff is wild. I don't know.
Dude, there were kids trading at recess last year, Pokemon cards.
Yeah, it's crazy.
My son's the wishes for Santa. It's Mega Marowak and Venusaur. That's what he wants. That's what
Nice.
And that he will have a happy Christmas. Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's
crazy to hear, because like I remember in 1999, like they banned Pokemon cards in school for us.
They did,
and so that sucks. And then I think they had like a feature recently on their like social accounts where like they featured a teacher who like makes Pokemon cards a part of their like curriculum in the classroom and stuff like that. And I was like, where the heck was that when I was like in 3rd grade?
Oh, dude, my brother-in-law
they
did
probably
that.
collected them.
My brother-in-law has a whole like that was a big thing in his math class, was gamifying math like to 3rd grade in like a Pokemon setting. It had the whole map up and everything. Yeah.
Hey, just a shout out. I saw Machu and J-Shot in the chat.
Hey, what's up, dudes?
Check out the replay of Between Two Sentinels. They had Geek Fact on as a great guest, and they have an amazing opening, so check it out. Hey, but going back to what's making you happy, Yimbo, what's making you happy right now?
Well, I mean, right before this stream, I was doing bedtime with the kids, and I had a toy delivery, and it was from Target. And I was excited because I ended up getting that Marvel Legends Spider-Man wave, and
nice.
The arm broke.
This
was the one that I was so excited, and it was so loose. It was hanging on, like I could see it splitting. And I was sending a video to these guys and to Machu, and it just literally bloop like butter, just fell apart. So what I'm saying is I started my toy night on a sad note. And literally, you guys brightened.
Sad Yimbo.
I was a sad Yimbo. But literally in the span of like our 2-minute pre-show, right, coming on like this is what makes me happy. This is the best. So you guys are all making me happy. It's genuine. Thank you.
Well, you make us happy, Yimbo. You make us happy, buddy. No chewing. How about you? What's making you happy, buddy?
Speaking of the Geek Effect, I was asked to participate in his figure rewind.
Yeah, I got to do one too.
And
I need to do that. So I forgot.
I've just you have until this weekend. I've been putting it off, trying to find a figure that works. Yeah. The 10th, Yimbo, the 10th.
Oh crap! All right, I got
Put that in your calendar, buddy.
Yes, yeah.
So I've been revisiting a lot of figures that I got this year. A bit that Machu's corrected me that they weren't released this year, so I can't use them. But like just simply playing with toys that I kind of wrote off or just put on the shelf. Not really playing with for more than like I don't know, like 20 minutes or so earlier in the year has been making me happy. So I have like a small, like posed out, side table of toys right now of like figures trying to figure out. I was like, oh, is this the figure of the year? So that's been making me really happy.
Nice. What is this? The figure rewind? I guess I wasn't.
Yeah.
He does a yearly figure rewind. He reaches out to a bunch of people. He asks that roughly you have like a minute to tell you, just to share what your figure of the year was and why.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
He reached out to both of y'all and then not you, Chris.
Sad toy father.
Toy father.
Sad lazy dad.
Oh,
the rope
good.
out.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm not sad.
if it helps, he reached out to me before the show.
Oh, great.
Last
Thanks.
year. No, separately.
Oh, wait, what? Oh,
He reached out well, it's fine.
no worries.
How do you guys keep up with like what figures came out like this year? Because like I always have no idea, and then I'm like looking
This
at
year-
YouTubers to see what they've reviewed, and then I'm like, I don't know if this came out this year or not.
The year is different. This year we tried to do a figure challenge of like keeping our figures under 52. I think like under 52 figures. Like honestly, I've updated my
52
spreadsheet.
figures Chris Con weekend.
I'm like at like
Valiant effort.
I'm like 200 something this year. I'm like
Wow.
200 something this year.
146.
Okay. So I kept a spreadsheet, but it's not necessarily all the figures that came out this year. It's figures that I bought this year. So
Someone's got to be like a historian and just like have an archive of everything where I could just like go look at it and be like, okay.
yeah.
That's true. That was
I
a
have the
good
spreadsheet if you'd like, keep track. But ultimately, I had 4. I narrowed down my choices to like 4, and then Machu clarified that 2 of them were released in 2022 in December, and 1 was a repaint, so it shouldn't really count. So I'm like, all right. So
But you don't have any.
Machu's my historian.
There you
Okay.
What is what's up, Machu?
I don't know what that means.
What's making you happy?
What's making me happy right now? Hanging out with all of you guys. Honestly, I was really excited about this all day. It's all I could really think about in terms of like getting to work and just hanging out. But I also opened up some figures, some Revlatech. No Chewing inspired me with some of his posing. So I opened up the Captain America. And I opened up the Iron Man. And then because of them, I brought out my, Flash and
That Flash,
Reverse
man.
Flash.
That's
both
cool.
of them are fantastic. Just a lot of fun. And then also what else made me happy this past weekend, I did some customizations for Laserman, and I made one of his really just amazing villains. Right now, the Noserain. Although Noserain is like a working name, but that's what we call him, Noserain.
The
Or
Mooter.
as J-Shot would like to call him, the Majestic Moo.
I thought
Divine
Bovine. Divine Bovine.
Yeah,
Divine
the
Bovine.
Majestic Moo, the Divine Bovine.
I think
So,
this is your best
Good
one
stuff.
yet.
That's good stuff.
Pretty good,
It is
right?
a really good one.
Did a really good job painting the white on it.
Thanks, man.
Top notch to steal Machu's.
Where can
I
I,
mean,
pre-order, dude?
Well, let me get another Astral Strange and then another Spot, and I'll put them together and I'll paint it up for you.
You gotta put a wired cape from GPS slot.
Yeah, and then that's where this came from.
So your Noserain is like the combination of like $70 worth of figures and accessories.
Exactly. Divine Bovine. All right. Sorry, J-Shot.
And Machu raised his hand to become the toy historian.
Yes.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah,
do
what-
that.
He
what I was
just
gonna say
knows.
is, but like there was like at one point with the internet, like there were so many wonderful databases people would spend their time, like building and whether it was because like Unparalleled Universe, like Wade talks about all the time about I forget what the name of the custom website, but it was 15 years worth of like I don't know different customs and all sorts of stuff. But you know what I mean? Like there's like you don't see a lot of that anymore. I feel like like those type of like websites. I don't know.
Yeah,
I will say Galactic Figures or whatever. He has like a database for Black Series and maybe Vintage Collection or Star Wars stuff in general. So that's nice to have. But you're right. Like in terms of like what gets released per year, I don't know. That's a lot to keep up with too.
it is.
So
Wait, what's your like favorite figure of the year if you have one?
me,
Yeah.
man, this is what I'm also struggling with, trying to decide because I'm trying to figure out like what I bought this year. But I don't know, man. I think it might be. I just really like the SH Figure Arts like Naruto stuff, like the Kid Naruto and those that came out. They're probably not like the best figure to come out though, but like just personally, like it was cool to see that happen. But at the same time, I don't know. There was some other good ones too, like the Monkey King from Four Horsemen was dope. I don't know.
Did you get
I
the
don't know.
Noda?
The Monkey King? No.
I love that
Didn't.
one.
Yeah, those look great though.
Yeah, it's a fantastic fig.
Yeah, they look sweet. But yeah, I have to do that figure rewind thing too. So I figure it out soon.
I'm still stumped. I have an inkling of a couple. I think I'm gonna narrow it down, but for me it's what Chewy's been doing. I need to like spend some time going back to just kind of narrow down and kind of screw around with and just I don't know. I gotta make that decision. It's a big choice. It's a big choice. I don't know
this year.
It's kind of interesting too, though. Like I don't know. Like there's certain years where I could like clearly say like, okay, I think this is the best figure. But like this year, I don't know. It's like I also don't like collect every figure that comes out either. So it's gonna be based on like what I bought.
Oh sure.
Right. So yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's why I think this video is going to be a lot of fun to watch with all of us kind of throwing out these little like minute-long things. It's like we're all going to have obviously different things that we were looking for. Like that's why there's no perfect action figure because we all want different things. But speaking of,
I can't wait to contribute, guys.
Chris, I had to open one.
Oh, so you got tracksuit.
Richie, Target took months and months and months and months. I had 2 of these pre-ordered, and they eventually just canceled it on me, and I had to send Toy Father to Canada to Toys R Us. I'm just kidding.
Well, I happened to be in Canada at Toys R Us, and I saw 2 of them. Or no, actually, that's not true. Machu saw 2 of them in my video, and I was there are 2 of them right here. Okay, so I just grabbed them for Yimbo.
Toy historian Machu was able to like nail in those pictures where things were, but that Molotov cocktail, that's amazing.
Do you like them?
That's great. Yes.
Are they good?
Baseball bat, crowbar, a golf club. Like this is why this set was so cool. 3 different head sculpts. Nice. But yes, I'm very excited.
What was the other figure today that you were saying? Oh, I ordered that in March, but it won't order that in July.
Brock Lesnar?
Oh, that one?
Yeah, that's Brock. I had it in my hand.
I'll go to Canada for you for that one.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. But no, this is great. Thank you for grabbing these because these are so nice. So that's another thing that's making me happy. Tracksuit Mafia.
I just have to say, like, I love the "What's Making Us Happy" segment, and whatever is making you happy, continue to put it in, everyone. All of you make us happy in the chat because of all of your awesome comments and just making us laugh every single time, every single show. So let's move on to what is it? Oh, toy news.
That's right. In-show spin-off of What's This Happy. Each week we're gonna pick 2 or 3 topics in the news that we're excited for, we think are great. Make it happy.
Yeah. So this is what is this one again?
This is
Jacob
figure-
Marley.
Obscura. Jacob
Marley and Marley.
That's the new theme song, or
We're definitely recording that, please, for the holiday special.
Yes.
Yeah, this dropped on Saturday, and wow, I did not get this, but man, it looks so good. It looks right out of Christmas Carol. So good. Wow. Look at those head sculpts.
Our buddy Roma Toys already got his delivered. I think Machu got his. I
Machu
ordered.
got his.
I paid the extra 7 cents. So where's mine? I'm in New Jersey.
Oh,
I think I get
man.
mine tomorrow or Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh, you
but
got
it's-
it too?
I got
It's
one
gotta
too.
be
Yeah.
coming. Dude, look at the. I mean, like it's the accessories and that head sculpt. So there's some people that didn't like it. I love that head sculpt. I
Look
think
at
that
head
is
sculpt.
ridiculous, and I love those accessories.
Yeah,
Does the
those look
safe
great.
open?
I feel like
man.
it has to.
Machu? Are
Oh,
you
yeah,
in the
who has
chat?
it?
Have you
Who
opened
has
it?
it?
Safe. Or
Yeah.
Trevor? Trevor? It's just
Yeah, if Trevor's
you
in
say
here,
his
Trevor
name
Trevor
3
knows,
times, he
but
shows up.
He
I feel
always
like it
shows
has
up.
to open, right?
I hope
Please
so. I mean,
open. I hope so.
What's in it?
well, I just hope,
Could
honestly,
that be because
I
they
just
used
wanna-
to hide secret stuff? Oh, that'd be incredible.
Machu says it does open.
Oh, really?
Okay,
Yes.
Machu, what's inside of it? Anything?
Do you want me to open it now? Machu, should we send you the link? Someone send Machu the link. Someone send Machu the link. Are you doing that, No Chang?
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you.
Ooh, Lone Wolf or
Lone Wolf's got
Kevin.
one. Missed the question.
It's just we just want to know if the
Does
safe opens.
the safe open.
My thought immediately was loading it up with the Mezco coins and gold bars and money stacks. Like that's what I need
Oh.
that safe for.
It's a spoiler. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
It is.
I
Ooh,
guess.
all right.
Oh, well,
Don't say
So
anything.
something's in there.
sometimes, yeah.
Don't-
Actually,
all right. Just like with the Mask of the Red Death. I didn't want to take off the mask, right? That was what people were saying. Don't take off the mask.
Why
I'm not gonna do it.
have
Don't open
Or
it.
is it closer to the Father Christmas or whatever it was, right? Didn't that come with some special goodies?
yeah, inside
Yeah,
the
it can't-
bag.
Yeah, the bag came with the Valiant Knight head.
And one other one, too. Like two.
Wait.
other ones.
Wait, I have that Santa. Wait, are you telling me something's in the Santa sack?
Yeah, the Valiant
Yeah.
Knight head, dude.
Mo, there's always something in Santa's sack.
Yeah, check it out. See,
Wait, for real?
Yeah,
for
dude.
real, these.
Well, which color did you get? Did you get the
I have
green
the,
one or the
I have the red
original?
one. I have the red one.
I don't know what
Thank-
color. I know
thanks
one
to
of them is
Detour.
like gold or something,
Oh,
isn't it?
Man, it is a surprise.
Okay, excellent.
right.
What's up, Hedgehog? How
Well,
are
then
you?
I appreciate
Fine.
everybody
Tell it.
not spoiling things.
Yeah,
But
don't
tell us
say this.
nothing.
Awesome.
All right. So don't.
That's okay. We won't say
Machu,
anything. That's
don't come in. All right, Machu's in. Hey, Machu.
don't
Hey,
spoil it.
what
Now,
up,
now
dude?
we're like bringing you on.
We
Don't
can't
spoil it.
Don't
Oh.
spoil it.
Yeah,
You
he's
want me to
gonna
leave
spoil
then?
it right now.
No, you
No.
can stay, buddy.
No, we'd love to have you on.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I love to be on. Should I open it or what? What do you want to do?
Well, if you don't, we'll just if there's something inside, we just want to know if the thing's open. Which people are saying yes. So if you would like to open up, just don't reveal what's the
Yeah,
the
just
surprise.
I kind of
next
know
week.
what's inside already because Trevor opened it on his stream on Monday.
Oh,
Oh.
so let's spoil.
Hey,
Wait, did Trevor already spoil it?
Yeah, you already spoiled it.
Okay,
Oh.
so then let's just open it.
Oh,
all right. Well,
Unless Richie really wants it to be a
I know, Richard, you're our guest
No,
of
I don't-
honor. so-
it's fine.
wait, people in the
Are you
chat,
sure?
it's-
Do you like
it's-
surprises? It's okay.
Yeah, I do like surprises, but like I'm getting surprised right now. Like I didn't even know that there was something in there.
Yeah. I didn't know that there was something. Also, you can apparently take off the books from the chains. So if you want to just like use them
Oh,
as
wow.
props.
Oh, tight. What about that other? Isn't there like a smaller chest looking thing? Does that open?
That I'm not sure.
like the lockbox, the little safe? What is it?
Yeah,
the safe
the-
deposit box kind of deal.
Is it this
Yeah,
thing?
whatever that
Mm.
is.
We shall
What are
find out. I love that sad Yimbo face. Oh,
Yeah, this is sad, Yimbo.
that's
my toy broke.
yeah.
Yeah, this is my
Spider-Man.
Yeah, my Spider-Man.
and Machu. This is your fault too because of your all your wonderful reels. I was all excited for this toy. Like, all right, look at all that articulation. Oh, no.
So what Yimbo's saying that like it wasn't like a QC issue. She just muscle fingered the
No,
arms
this was a
loose.
QC issue through and through. I can't believe this thing fell apart. But oh,
There you go.
oh, that's such great artwork.
Great artwork for sure.
And you could use this because it's matte, so it's like
Yeah. Well, that's
it's
been
not like
the
shiny, you know.
Mhm.
Who's
That's
that
been the
artist?
wonderful
Nate
thing about
Barch?
stuff.
And here's the figure in the box. The plastic is shiny, so
Yeah.
They don't make matte plastic. Just kidding.
I
That's
love
so
that
Isn't
back-
Greg on this package?
Hmm?
Isn't Greg
Yeah, I heard
on the package?
they like featured actual like
Oh.
people's faces on the artwork or something.
he is.
that's so good.
Wow. That's funny.
Let me not be in the shot so you can actually see it. There.
Ah, that is
There
awesome.
he is.
That's so cool.
That is
Dude,
cool.
Greg.
I didn't even know
that's
about that.
awesome,
That's
dude.
cool. And look who
Yeah.
that is. Yep.
Wow.
Lone Wolf Lab says that it might be figure of the year for them.
Ooh.
Really?
What?
Not
Really?
the Valiant Knight?
Not
You guys
are we
quiet?
just
What?
I'm asking a question. Was it not the Valiant Knight? You
is
know?
it not? Yeah.
Is that your
I don't
top
know.
figure?
This is
It's
Lone Wolf's
it's
figure.
up there for me.
Four
Like,
Horsemen consistently makes the top 10 though. That's for sure.
so
Mhm.
I've customized mine a bit.
Dude, that's so wicked.
That's so good.
Whoa. Is that Aquaman?
It is Aquaman.
That's awesome.
That's
And it's,
pretty
uh,
amazing. Jeez.
Max Bird soft goods.
Mm.
Is that one
Hey,
of the
I did
10
the same
horses that you
combo.
have?
I did the same combo. Not you.
Muterin?
Yeah, Muterin with the Max Bird cape. That's fantastic. Actually,
I really want to see someone like draw a full-on comic of Muterin versus Laserman so bad.
Oh, it's probably going to happen now that you asked for it, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Digs
please
Mix,
hire
please.
someone.
It all
Create a
figures.
comic.
If you're in the chat right now, we would.
It
One of
all
my-
figures.
No,
One of my
let
favorite
he's got
things.
an odious project to work on first. Let him
Oh, yeah, that's
finish
true.
that
He's a
before
busy
Laser
man.
He just wants
No,
to have
forget
like, a
Odious.
scotch
We
and just
need
draw it.
Laserman and Muterin.
We're only looking for a comic cover.
Oh,
One.
Is
There has
is
to,
this
there's no story behind it.
There's a
By the-
story. We have 5 pages.
Not where
So-
they meet.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Oh,
This
that's neat.
insert is pretty good too. Look at that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Dude, what was crazy, what I was noticing, like I love the fact that like you could literally set up Marley like doing the spooky thing with that dio. Like they literally put the artwork so you could fit him in wherever, like spooking
Yeah.
the guy.
He looks awesome.
Man,
that's
full
so
FOMO right now. Jeez,
If
that
you
looks
guys
good.
see one at ToyCon this weekend, let me know.
Yeah,
They're gonna be at Designer. Are you guys going to Designer Con by any chance?
no.
Machu's.
I am.
I know Machu is. I'll see him there.
I won't.
They might sell them there.
They're gonna
Who knows?
kidnap. He's kidnapping my my co-host. Oh, this little box opened.
Yeah, Jay
Oh,
Shot's
nice.
gonna
Okay.
be staying with us.
Oh, nice.
All right. This seems so much stuff to pull out that let me get the. Do you want me to open the safe?
I'm sorry, Lone Wolf. I would have gotten it for you if you needed it. Yeah, open the safe. What's in it?
Right? Like people in the chat.
Please say it's a Greg head
People in the chat just look away for like 1 minute.
if you don't want to be spoiled.
Right.
Just lift my desk.
Oh, the lifting.
Is it
desk.
related to the character though, or is it like random like the Santa?
I don't know. I'm about to find out.
So it does
All right.
open.
What
Okay.
is that? What is that?
What is that?
What's in the box?
Oh,
Oh, Machu.
this,
Wait. Was I
This was not-
spoiled already?
this was not what I saw on Trevor's stream.
Oh, so
Oh, really?
Keep it down, then.
ooh.
I don't think we should share it then. If Trevor didn't spoil it, I don't think we should.
Matt,
I don't
you're
know if that was
looking
I
Yeah,
love
I'm down
the
to just
gag.
spoil myself. I mean, to look at it myself, but
Okay, yeah,
I
Joe.
feel like okay, there's something in my what I think it might be. And I might have
Machu.
been spoiled already. Like
Matt, I have the same feeling.
Machu.
I'm
Machu.
curious and he's blown away. I'm interesting.
I'm afraid. I don't want to spoil it.
No,
Don't
don't
spoil
spoil
We,
it. Keep
we
it
don't
down.
have to. If people in
Keep
the
it
chat, you know,
People are
again,
gonna-
like I know the spoilers are for civics. That was a great comment. Wait, so if anybody else is passionate about just waiting and being able to, if Machu's saying it's different, if it's not
Yeah.
going to be a consistent thing, then maybe
Oh,
I
we all
think
know
it's
it
this.
is
there you
this.
go.
I
That's
think
it.
it's this. Perfect. Absolutely.
perfect.
It is a laser man head sculpt.
Spoilers. It's a laser man head sculpt.
Oh,
I
Pablo said
mean-
what Trevor did was a joke because people are expecting that was Swig. Okay,
Oh, okay. So then I won't show it.
okay.
Pablo, his joke was too real. Trevor,
I might have looked away when he said it was a joke, but this was freaking cool. And
Oh yeah.
Well, the good thing is that we couldn't see.
Come
Well, like
on
when you
now.
open the door with the like because the reflection, I couldn't make out
Chris,
what
you didn't
what
get
was
this,
in
right?
there.
I didn't get it.
I didn't get either.
Is he gonna
Okay,
regret it now?
Yeah, I'm gonna FOMO this. Yimbo,
Yeah.
if you see
I got it.
this weekend,
I got it immediately. I
Two.
ordered
If you s-
that.
Too.
But if you guys
Two, if
see
you
it
get
this
the table.
weekend,
can I put it in our chat? Yimbo, are
Yeah.
you okay with that?
In our chat?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna message you right now, Machu, and like see if it is what I think it is. All right,
Okay.
and then you can just like confirm, nod your head or whatever you want to do.
All right.
Oh, it hasn't shipped yet.
All right, here, yeah, we
Chris,
are way
put
behind.
that
Sorry.
back up.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna show
okay.
it. There it is.
We haven't even gone through news, dude.
It's Triangle's face. Exactly.
All right. Hey, more news. NECA released some turtle figs, and I did buy these turtle figs.
Oh, did
Got
you
the-
really? All of them?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the splint. Yeah, all of them, like Splinter, Leo, and Raph.
So you did
That's
it
awesome,
through
too.
the NECA store?
I
You
did
weren't
through
gonna
the
wait.
NECA store. Yeah.
How was shipping? Were they still like NECA shipping?
Shipping. It was like $10. Yeah.
Okay.
$10? That's not bad.
But
It's not
they
bad.
are gonna have like they're gonna roll out. This is just the first, so you'll get
Yeah.
it before everybody else is presumably right before because they'll ship those out.
I
Before
sure
it
And
hope
that's
so.
a
because,
Raph variant as well, the bloody variant.
This thing is awesome.
Well, that's what's crazy is like that. I have the first RAF ordered through Best Buy, but I want all of these, and that bloody RAF is so ridiculous. But the cleaned one, you know,
Looks good,
Needles,
too.
the turtle account, awesome turtle
Yeah.
account, Needles,
Yeah.
has been posting today because he has his hands on the regular RAF version. And he said it's his favorite figure, and people were commenting, "You own all of the NECA turtles, so if this is the one that you're super fire, like he said this is his favorite." He says, "I'm so over the moon. This is by far the best figure NECA has ever produced, in my opinion. Figure of the year, my favorite figure of all time."
Wow.
Wow.
Really?
Talking
was-
about
that's
the
high
bloody
praise.
Raph.
Yeah. No, well, that was the regular RAF, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
presumably these, yeah. I don't
The
know. I'm so
designs look
excited for
so
this line.
cool.
Yeah,
From-
I'm
from
kind of
this
meh
series.
on Leo, and Leo is like my favorite, but the Raph looks so good.
I know, and I kind of want both. I do need him all messed up with those arrows.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
so
look at
many arrows.
Wait, so you're saying none of these are exclusive, right? Like not even the
They-
bloodied Raph?
No, you
No.
can get them right now on their.
Yeah,
website.
yeah. I remember
they
they
will-
went up yesterday or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got the Yojimbo like
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
instead
that's
instead of
something
these. I really wanted to get these, but I was like, do I really want to drop this much cash right now? Probably not.
Yeah. Are you big on Yojimbo?
I just I mean like I just like the character in general,
Yeah.
you know, and that version, like the one that looks like from the comics and like from Stan Sakai's like illustrations, like I was waiting for that version of it to come out, and the cartoon version was really cool, and I got that one too. But yeah, I wanted them to do this version, so
Yeah. Pablo says the 4-pack will be the harder one to find.
Another 4-pack.
All right.
Of this wave, Leo was the only one I was tempted on.
Oh, really? Not the Wrath?
No, I want the regular Raph.
I mean, I want
Yeah,
both.
I feel like I need both. I feel like I need both. They got me.
I have
on it,
the
man.
regular
with you,
raft
Jim.
pre-ordered on BBTS, but I ended up ordering that that arrow-filled raft, the pincushion one
Mhm.
on NECA yesterday.
Yeah, I think I'm. You know what? I might end up doing it, guys. I just threw all this stuff in my cart. I might do it. I might just do the NECA thing because was it shipping March of 24? That means the rests.
They charge you
I mean,
now, though.
Well, yeah, but at least we will get them in March. Whereas, when do you think Big Bad and Target and all those other places that we would get
March
them?
of
2 years.
2025.
I think normally the Target turtle stuff is big in like June, July. So that's my guess.
Yeah. All right. So I could pay the $10 shipping and get these a few months early. I do love this storyline. Pablo's made a good point. He said, not worried about the last Ronin figures. Those will be easier to find in stores. That Usagi will be the hard. So that's going to be a Target exclusive, that Year of the Rabbit, that 4-pack?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Endless Fable says Usagi is the best. Trumi said, all these awesome turtles. Ouch, my wallet. I know. This is hurting my...
They certainly add up. 3
Yeah.
figures certainly add up. But
Yeah.
then you look at the price, like $35, $36. You're like, okay.
I was with J Shop when it dropped, and he told me like, yeah, the turtles dropped, and this was his reaction.
Hold on. I can't get this single shot.
Is that the Kurt Angle?
That is... Yep.
Oh, that Kurt Angle looks great.
I need that one too. Is that ringside
Oh,
exclusive
good.
or...
That's so good.
No, I got it through eBay. So, because it's already been out. I'm like, why am I gonna wait for this thing to come out?
You
I
should be able to
love-
find it in Targets and Walmarts. It's not exclusive anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I was a wrestler in high school, and I loved Kurt Angle because he had a legit wrestling background.
Same. The 3 eyes. You got those 3 eyes, man. Integrity,
eyes?
intelligence. What was
It
it?
was the
It
4
intensity.
Ds, man. It was the 4 Ds. Determination, dedication, desire, and I always forget the 4th one.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that.
But with the 3 eyes.
In
was
the
Macho.
WWE, it was the
Macho.
3 eyes.
I thought you were gonna say 4Ds.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. All right.
Oh God, Pablo just said knowing NECA, these will hit stores before we get our pre-orders.
Oh God, I hope not.
That's also possible too. Yeah.
That's what annoys me when you pre-order figures. I feel like if you pre-order them, we should get them first. Damn it!
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
see these on the shelves.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right. Well, that's our toy news. Let's move on to our hashtag. What was our hashtag, No Chewing?
Oh, because we missed Yimbo so much, it was TPC _ Yimbo.
Yimbo. This one was mine. It was Myth Cloth Poses Imas Figuras.
Figuras.
Figuras. What a great photo. I really enjoyed it. I can't tell which Wolverine this one is.
That looks like the Apocalypse wave, right?
Is it? Wow.
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
Looks great. So great
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Great job. Yimbo.
Ooh, yeah, this one jumped out to me. Broken Bat. It's gorgeous. I love
Yeah,
it,
this
and
one was good.
I haven't messed with these figures yet, but that got me excited to bust them open. So haven't done it yet, but thank you, Broken Bat.
Oh, that's
for
that
firing me up.
6-pack.
Yeah, man. Mhm.
Yimbo, I'm telling you, you're gonna love the Val Kilmer. It's so good.
I know.
I need to get
Yeah, that one stands out the most, I think.
Mhm. Ah, great one. No chewing.
Yeah, this one's by Miko Arc Toys. I'm not familiar with this account. It was new to me, but I found it a lot of fun. I assume this has to be a custom Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Assume.
Just makes me nervous. Is right on that edge, like right on that.
Yeah, but those rooftops, that ledge is pretty wide.
Sure. And so, what is secret hashtag for this week?
TPC _ Noserain in honor of our guest Noserain. Yeah, you could
Cool.
normally I like to say you could challenge yourself in some way. But if I think of Richie's photography, it's just a lot of fun, really creative, combinations of figures. So maybe go that direction, or
Yeah, match some universes. You know,
Put
let's
some sneakers in them.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. I like that.
some sneakers. There we go. Keep it a little bit easier. But as always, these are just layers. Tag your photos, and we will pick more photos next week.
Yeah. Well, we got some Noserain features. You pick Richie. You pick 4 different people, and we'll go right into them.
And it was nice because I was able to discover a couple of new accounts through these. And also, just so you know, the person that you mentioned earlier, Captain Dangerous, right? That was just I didn't follow her before, so
Same.
She's an OG for me. So
yeah, that's awesome. So
and-
so by all means, this is your chance to highlight 4 of these accounts. We encourage people all the time that again, watching in the chat or watching along in the chat or on the replay. Again, anybody that's new to you, go track them down, follow them, give them a like, support them, and yes, Richie, sorry, take away.
It's funny because like this is someone I discovered today too. Well, I don't know if you discovered them today, but I did, and I think for one, like I wanted to highlight some photographers that may not have like the most followers or whatever, like that's kind of like what I was looking for, because like I could shout out a bunch of like great talented photographers and stuff like that, and what I really want to do is highlight like those people who you may not know, so this is someone I didn't know. Somebody like I posed a question on my story because I was kind of pretty inactive, I would say, like throughout the past 3-ish years. And I know there was a lot of people who came into the hobby like during the pandemic and stuff. So I feel like I kind of just missed a lot of that. And I wanted to see like, who should I check out? So like there was somebody who recommended this person, and I thought their stuff was just really, really good. Like it's like composite work as well. So like if you actually go to their profile, you can see some of the behind the scenes that they have within their posts as well, and it shows them actually constructing some of these images. So I thought it was a cool sort of form of toy photography to highlight as well. I know not everybody does like digital manipulation and things like that to their photos, but it is an aspect that might get somebody into toy photography. And this one doesn't have a behind the scenes necessarily, but there's some other ones, and I just feel like it's also a really, like, if you're constructing images like through photo compositing, you really kind of have to understand the different layers of the background, where the light source is coming from the background, and how does that impact the subject and all that kind of stuff. So like when you see some of this, like you can see kind of like the thought process of like, there might be like a rim light here, or if there's a light coming from overhead, there's, different ways to light a subject. But of course, keeping that background or setting in mind when lighting your figure is always super, super helpful. So yeah, he also does like these really cool collages that are very like movie poster like as well. So this stuff really like reminded me of like blogger photos, or there's a guy, I don't know if he's still active with Hot Toys and stuff, but BG Toy Art was someone that did that like back in the day. But it just kind of really reminded of that kind of work, and I just thought his stuff was really good. His compositions for certain things were really, really good. But yeah, it's cool. It's a cool account.
It's a banger after banger.
I did reach out to all 4 of them and just told them that Noserain will feature you guys tonight, and he did reach back to me and said, just thank you for sharing, and I'm glad you like it. So
dope. Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. Old Design.
Yeah. So I feel like I've known Ludo for a while, just in terms of like since I've been doing toy photography. I feel like I came across his account a while ago. But I was very surprised at like I thought he might have like more followers or something by this point. So again, that was kind of a criteria that I was looking at. Like I was seeing like who has like less than like maybe 10,000 or whatever, as like a kind of a foundation or whatever. But yeah, so like I feel like every time I see one of his photos, I'm just like amazed by the color grading or the way that he like puts color into his photos. Just I guess the post processing that he does, like it just always looks like really, really good. Yeah, so there's a raw image for anybody. Like that's the difference right there, right? Like that you think you take a photo and it looks like that. No, that's not how it works.
There's the dust particles in there too that are being shown.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love that
And
guy, like,
yeah, just like I just throughout the years, I've always just loved his photos. And again, I think the thing that stands out the most for me when seeing it is the way he edits. And yeah, they're just really good.
awesome.
Yeah, I think he posted like that Indiana Jones one recently, so that's kind of why I chose that one. But he has like, go check out his page. He has like so many good photos.
Let's check out the next one. Dark Lord Collectibles.
Yeah, Dork Lord Collectibles. So Ryan, like he's also an account that I kind of discovered pretty recently, but like his work has been just like really, really good. He's done a lot of like anime characters and things like that. I think this one stood out to me. I think he took this one in like August maybe, but just I think after watching I think this episode or something, I realized where it came from, but just the composition and all that stuff like really stood out. But again, I think it also goes to show like you can learn a lot from like taking something as inspiration. For instance, like if there's a really cool scene that you like from an anime or like a movie, show, whatever it is, illustration, and just try to copy that and see like what the artist had to do to create the lighting or create the pose, like because that I feel like you'll learn so much just from doing that. Because it's like another thing, like I recommend anybody who's like new to photography or toy photography to just kind of see what you like see somebody's style, like whatever it is that you like about it, and try to copy it in terms of how did they achieve that photo. And so I feel like that's how I learned a lot in the beginning as well.
Oh yeah, I shout out Trevor and Dan's Toy all the time because those are two guys that like I just gravitated towards their style and getting to pick Trevor's brain about lighting and and then again you start pulling stuff in and making it your own. And but talk to people.
It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, it's tough because like when you start out, like you will definitely. Like you can get criticized from other people to be like, oh, you're copying this person's style or whatever and stuff like that. But it's really like the bigger picture there, because like you're not copying them to copy them, you're learning from them. It's like you're studying them. So like everybody kind of has to start at that point in some ways. Like I think we're all inspired by certain like photographers or whatever we like to do, whether you're an artist, like there was an artist that got you into being like an illustrator or designer or whatever, right? So I think it's just part of the process, and then you learn and then you add things to your tool belt, and then it kind of like creates your own style eventually. But I've always said this, it's like I think your style is like so overrated in the beginning. Like you don't have to like differentiate yourself right away, because I don't think it's that effective, in the beginning.
Yeah, especially when you're picking and choosing. Like, I mean, I know we've all talked like about different like our journeys in the past. Like I focus. Like there's a stretch of time you could see me really working on lighting, and then all of a sudden the lighting goes away and then my focus, and I talk about it in my stuff, like posing and like angles and like and going through, because and then you start putting it all together. And I feel like we're finally like, we've been talking like in our group chats, like starting to click for us. Like all of these elements are finally like, oh, look at this. After all this time and all this practice, like things are coming together as a whole, where it's like all these things start to, again, just kind of worlds collide. So I hear you, man.
Exactly.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Learning from other people too, like we're all learning from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Let's move on
Yeah.
to the
Shout out to Ryan though.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Every time he posts, it's like really cool.
Yeah, this was an incredible post too, especially with the second one that crops in on Chainsaw Man. It's just it's wicked. It's wicked.
Yeah, and he reached out too, just said, "Hey, thank you for the heads up. I'm gonna head over there right now." So maybe he's in the chat, maybe he's not, but
Oh, cool.
great stuff, great stuff. And the last one.
Yeah, so this is not somebody who like I talk to often or anything like that.
Dark Lord is in here.
Oh, what's up, Ryan?
So he said, "Hey, thanks for the kind words, guys, especially to Richie. It means so much coming from someone who's one of the people that inspired me to start toy photography." So hell yeah, Noserain.
That's awesome, man.
And that's awesome, Dork Lord.
Yeah, thanks for being here, dude. Awesome photos.
Oh, and Wade Create said his inspiration is Machu. When in doubt, I say, what would Machu do?
Well, I recently told Richie, like, yeah, dude, he was one of my inspirations for even starting a toy photography account.
Wow.
Right? Like, yeah. So
yeah, I didn't know that too until you told me, and I was like, "Whoa, that's cool, dude." Thank you.
Yeah. Well, no, thank you.
But yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce this person's name. Cyril, maybe.
Cyril Mallet Photography.
Yeah, and I feel like I've seen the name here and there, but I don't know if I knew the work, like, because I think I recently like stumbled on the work, and I was like blown away because I felt like they had some really awesome like ideas. This one was, I think, pretty recent, but I loved like the perspective from the ground up, really making the Iron Giant like look huge.
Yeah.
But I also, I don't know, like the name is very familiar. I don't know if they've submitted like things to our like photo challenges maybe on like Figment 5 live streams and whatnot and challenges, but going through their work again, I was just like, this is definitely somebody who deserves more eyes on their work as well, and so definitely wanted to give them a shout out.
Awesome.
Chubsy Wubsy was saying amazing photo on that last Iron Giant. And just a quick reminder, everybody, that Chubsy Wubsy is hosting a toy drive as we speak. So you can always check out the website, Chubsy Wubsy Toys and Collectibles, and find out some details. I went over it on my stream Sunday, and Chubbs will be joining my stream on Sunday as well, Machu. I'm sure you will as well, and Jay Shot, and we'll try to get Toy Chase and a bunch of some of the other crew, right? Post-con, we'll do a little post-con wrap up.
Definitely see him at ToyCon, and then also Chubsy was kind enough to give us a code, so it's
right,
2%. B2S15 to save on your next order from Chubsy Wubsy, either online or in store.
That's awesome. That is great.
Awesome.
And again, there's an option in there that if you would like to just buy a toy to donate, that there's easy instructions right on their website that you can just order the toy and then they will just be taken care of for you. And you can feel good that a toy will be going into the hands of a kid that's going to be looking forward to it this holiday season. So thank you, Chubbs. Looking forward to Sunday, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Well, this whole weekend is going to be awesome. And I went Wade. I just bring up the comment. We'll leave it. Wade, walking shot with the little thighs and the plastic meat is magical. That's too funny. Oh man. All right.
Perfect. All right, well, let's move on.
It's top 10 time.
Top 10 time.
Normally part of the show where Machi chimes in the chat and says, "What number are you guys on?" Oh.
Yeah, I know. Jeez. Yeah,
All
but
right, so
you.
number 10, here we go. Strange Sith Holocron. So we'll go top down. Machu, why don't you kick things off for us? We'll do a little. I'll do the teacher thing. I'll go down the line for our pictures, for our comments.
I really like one, the pose of Mace, but also you can see the movement in the droid that he's pushing. Well, the two droids.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that is awesome. Chewy, what about you? What do you pick it out? I do. That's a great touch. Very, very nice little detail.
Machu stole my comment, so
You know,
That was all right.
in addition to the pose of Mace Windu, I really love the way it's lit coming from one side, giving that nice like cinematic tone across his forehead.
Mm. Yeah, that lighting coming from the tunnel is really nice
Yeah,
too.
that's cool.
Yeah, the orange.
That's
light.
an
And again, this
extreme
is-
set, right?
An extreme set, and look at and something that I like to remind people, because I have extreme sets, I use them, like you just got to be careful about some of those edges, and that's what I'm saying. Like this
Yeah.
is awesome, well placed, so something like that could be, if it's angled too closely, you'll see like more of the cardboard aspect to it, and that's what I'm just saying, like, because these things are great, but you just got to always pay attention to that little piece of detail there.
Especially
yeah.
how it fits, right?
He got the beanie off. That's
I
right.
wonder if the beanie would fit on this Mace Windu, because it would just make that photo even better.
I'll be right back. I'll find out.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Do we have I don't know if you guys want to all hit me, like, or maybe we'll do two for each picture as we work our way
let's do
down,
that. I
right?
think it's a great
Just
idea.
because we've been going for a little while. So do we have any answers from Strange Sith Holocron?
Yeah, well, hey, thank you for the feature. I'm honored to have my photo featured, and thank you for all the support. What's the story behind the picture? For this picture specifically, the inspiration really started with the Itze Figure Arts Mace Windu figure. I love the accessories that come with it, and the ability to swap hands to simulate Mace doing force push was the inspiration here. I had battle droids held up by some craft wire. There you go. Isn't that the same craft wire that maybe Noserain uses? And this photo
Perhaps.
was the first where I used a composite of just the background, and then with all the subjects in the scene to get rid of the craft wire in the final photo. For the background, I used my extreme sets to get a lot of great backgrounds up very easily and quickly. What are you loving about the toy community right now? The amount of inspiration and support I feel from the ToyPic community is on another level. Seeing creative ideas from talented photographers is always inspiring and helps me try different things on my own photography. Yeah, this is amazing. That's a figure arts. That looks like a
That's
Hot
great.
Toys.
And I didn't mean to start laughing like during it. Really well thought out. Thank you very much, Strange Sith Holocron. It's just that Machi was showing off the beanie on the figure, and it works really well.
It actually does.
And I'm gonna throw out one more comment. Something I
It
just
does
noticed
work well. Jeez.
on that picture. That does look beautiful. Oh my god. He's running. I didn't realize that it's it's a run. It wasn't just a push. It's a run push, which is awesome. So it just upped it even more for me. So really nice job. And now we have.
Oh, hi.
sorry.
Hi. Number 9. Hey, we know this guy.
Yeah, we do.
Photography, Alex. I nominated this one, and honestly, one of the OGs, one of the first people that I've met on Instagram, and I obviously love this guy. I told him that I really love this photo, and then I nominated it, and he said, I was like, how did you get the lighting so perfect? He's like, listen, it was a morning picture. I saw that the sun was coming up, and I decided to take this pic with his Bezco Greeter Rager. So amazing.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah,
Richie,
I like
you-
the.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
go-
yeah, I like the rim light on the figure as well. Yeah, going outdoors and stuff, like, it brings back memories, so that's always a cool thing to. I don't know if you guys do this, but like, if you're walking around, like, do you ever look at a location and you're just like, oh, I could shoot some photos right there?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Rich,
yeah.
I made reels on like
Okay.
Like this is how a toy photographer sees the world.
Right.
It's just it's amazing. So yeah, this is a really amazing shot. Great pose. Chewy, would you like to add anything else? Anything else jumping out to you?
No. I mean, Alex is one of the photographers I first, you know, found on Instagram, and I just loved his work so much, you know, and it actually led me to watching Toy Talk and meeting everyone, like all these different things. But for the photo itself, I'm always impressed by anyone that takes a mezco and puts it out on the dirt.
Me too. Me too.
So true.
Super daring, and I'm impressed, you know, for boldness.
Awesome. Well, Alex did get back to us with some answers. What inspired you on this photo? I was inspired by the lighting outside in the morning I was shooting. Had a light frost on the ground. What are you loving about the ToyPic community right now? Just collecting and engaging when I can, and just have fun and stay creative.
A
So-
light frost in the ground. It was cold, and you took out your mezco.
I know.
You posed it. I hope it was
That's
pre-posed.
brutal.
It must have been.
Frozen fingers and yeah,
Yeah.
that's challenging.
It was a great job, Alex. Nice job. All right, let's move on to number.
All right.
All right, this is Turtle Shooter.
That's
This
badass.
is very awesome.
So cool.
I'll start with Matt again. I don't want to take all the comments. So Matt, why don't you kick things off?
I really like that they matched the angle of the
Mhm.
background with how they're coming off the. I assume that's the blimp, right?
I think that I was gonna.
That
Yeah.
blimp, right. The only thing that I would suggest though is like when Richie was touching about like composites, is trying to match the lighting with the backdrop, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But other than that, like the posing is great.
Mhm.
Like I said, the angle is good, and it's a fun shot. It brought me back to like, you know, when you're watching the cartoon and it's like the intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Chewy, going back down to you. I'm just doing the top down, up and down. That's all we're doing.
No, I just appreciate the shot. I love the figures and the usage of it. And you know, when I first saw this photo, it is that blimp, and just bringing back some good memories from childhood of having that oversized, ridiculous toy.
Yeah, these poses are also all spot on. I really love all the poses, and I wish I had that NECA spinning nunchuck accessory. That's the one thing
Oh, it
that
didn't come with
wasn't
it?
in my Turtles in Disguise set. So
Is
that
that
was in the
NECA?
other
That has that.
What does that come with?
NECA. Yeah, that was from the. Remember, NECA had I bought the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack, and then they had another 4-pack that was like a slightly different color green skin tone. You know, and some of the accessories were different, but it was at the same time. That one had that spinning chuck.
Was that like that box set from San Diego Comic-Con? Maybe?
No.
Or-
This
no, not
was,
that one.
This
Thought
is
it
the
was
one
this
after the trench coat ones, but this
Yeah, it
one
was-
had the color grading that matched up with the artwork rather than the show.
Mhm.
Got you.
Yeah, but this is really neat. And again, just as a note to think about in the future, the way with that backdrop. That's what I see what you're saying, Richie. Like you have the sun hitting those buildings back there. If it was maybe a little bit more from the back, lit from figure wise, lit from the back,
Mhm.
that would just be something to consider in the future. But otherwise, obviously, this is an amazing shot. Ended up number 8 for this week. Congratulations, Turtle Shooter. Do we have any answers?
We don't. Just one last comment though. I really love the perspective in terms of just make it feels like we're looking from the ground up, and they did a really great job of just making sure that perspective was scaled.
Yeah.
But yeah, Turtle
Okay.
Shooter, great job at number 8. Let's move on to number.
Salmon.
Speak of the devil,
Oh, we know
Seven
this guy.
Cargo is in the chat right now.
Oh, this is great. And Richie, we're gonna start with you, buddy. So
Yeah.
for Salvage Cargo, Legion's Con attendee, buddy of ours. This is awesome. So, by all means, Richie, what jumps out to you here?
I mean, definitely the composition. I like how he added layers of foreground, midground, background, and I think the posing for sure as well, just like jumping over the garbage can. Yeah, I also like the fact that the background is lighter, so you can really see the silhouette of Casey. I think that was a good touch, but yeah, overall, a lot of good movement for action. You know exactly what's about to go down right now, so yeah. It's tight.
Chris, how about you?
I mean, for me, Salvage Cargo does a great job with his lighting and just making each shot of his very epic and dynamic. And this is really just like a nice street scene with Casey, and I really do like the posing here. And I'm wondering like if he had to edit out the stand, but wow, amazing.
Yeah, and Machu will go with you next as I see the comments.
Great book in the back.
Boom. Patent pending trademark.
I like the use of the light and even on the foot soldier where it's like it's not blown out, but it gives you their shape that they're there, right? And it's lit on the top right and then also on the bottom left, so you could really see the figure.
It's great, and again, going back to Richie's point of like with the lighting, and again that creative choice to light up Casey, it all works so well. But then I like that the light does fade back into like dark night sky. It's just really well done.
This is oh, go ahead, dude.
I was gonna say, did he bring out the eyes a little bit? Because you could like, I like that it brings you to the eyes.
Yeah, I think he did.
No Chewy and I talked about this, but we had a great time just hanging out with him, like all con, spending hours in line waiting for the line to move, but just talking about photography and everything. So Salvage Cargo is good company.
Absolutely agrees. I do have some answers from him.
All right.
He says, howdy, folks. The figures are Casey Jones and the Foot Soldiers from NECA's TMNT Mirage line, as well as Moira McTaggart from Marvel Legends X-Men. Wait, she's in there? Where?
Where's she?
What?
Is that the hair on the bottom in the middle?
Is there?
Or is that garbage?
I don't
No,
that's
Or
garbage.
someone right behind, or is the Foot Soldier holding someone?
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Wow,
Okay.
I thought that was just okay. Now that I blew, that looks like there's holding and a threatening. That's nice.
Oh,
it got cropped. Okay, so if you go to visit Salvage Cargo's full post, that happens as the features go up. So,
all right,
Nice.
and
Okay.
as for the dial, it was made by a very talented, 1978. By the very talented at Made 1979 Customs. If you haven't checked out his work, make it so. He's the sham wow. Pretty much, I wanted to showcase CJ getting ready to kick some ass while throwing some shapes to stop the Foot Soldier from accomplishing their evil deeds. Everything about the community makes me happy, from the few friends I've made on here to the projects I've worked on. It's all quite amazing, exciting, and refreshing. Thanks again, TPC, behind the plastic, and those who voted on my photo. It's very much appreciated. P.S. My name is Betty.
What?
My name is Betty. I think that's for you, Toy Father.
Oh God, I love you, Salvage Cargo. All right. Well, hey, fantastic job at number 7, Savage Cargo. Go check them out. Give everyone on the top 10 a follow.
Number 6.
all right, Alan Shoe 666 coming in number 6. A lot of sixes here.
Wow.
Well, who would like to start things off? I'll open it up to the group. This is awesome. But
Yimbo, you started off.
all right. So this is the Batman Who Laughs, right?
Yeah.
And that's right. That's his actual name, the Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah, I think so.
Man, is this the McFarlane? Like, is this the McFarlane?
It's a McFarlane.
figure?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
McFarlane.
I'm just digging. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm loving the eating of the bat. I don't know. Just what a concept. And again, this is poster worthy. And I like the composition. You know, like being more of a close up shot on this one, or at least the medium, kind of tight on there. It looks really like, what's that backdrop? Is that edited in, like all the chains and kind of like a well? Is it supposed to be a well?
That's got to be like a composite or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to imagine so.
Yeah, it's enhanced, right? Like even the lighting on there. That's really tough to get out of a camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks sick. It looks like a poster for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely a comic cover.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
By the way, how cool is it that Toy Photography has been on DC Comics, like
Oh yeah.
covers? That's so cool. Just a little side note. And if you're out there and you're like, "What are you talking about?" Just go check it out. It's just DC Comics, literally. Batman Toy Photography. It's so good.
So
Off the top, do you guys remember that? Who's the McFarlane toy photographer? The official guy. Do you know off the top of him?
Aesthetic.
Yes.
Something.
Right, because he has a couple different variant cover. It's just
It's
so neat. Again, it's like what we do. We always joke on here, Richie, that we are Banksy, like we are underground artwork. You know, we're like graffiti.
Mhm.
But
I
as we
told my
continue
wife
to grow,
that statement
Yeah.
that you like to say we are Banksy.
Yeah.
And she laughed and laughed. She's like, "You guys."
we.
She's like, "You
She's like, I
wish."
can't believe I hadn't thought of that. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh man, Alan, this is really, really awesome. Anybody else have anything to chime in before we go look to our answers?
I like in this shot, right? Like he does a really good job of like hiding the joints, right?
Yes,
From
yeah.
the angle and how the light is hitting it, right? The only reason why I could tell it was McFarlane because I did see that ball joint on the wrist and then the gap
elbow.
in the elbow. But like if you didn't look for that, I'm like, I know it's probably a McFarlane. And then I saw the ball joint, but like if you didn't look for that, you wouldn't even tell. Right?
True.
It can blend in really well.
Yeah, this would be like a dope like packaging art
Mm-hmm.
or something for this figure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like easily the back of the box for this figure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This would be well served.
I still gotta crack mine open. I have that Mortal Kombat version that I bought after I read the graphic novel because I was like, oh my god, this character's amazing. But yeah, well done, Alan. And yes, wait, do we have answers?
Yes, we do.
All right.
All right. Alan says, very happy to be featured by you again. The photo is a recreation of a digital art. I'm not quite sure who the original creator is. I just remember when I first saw it, I loved it and wanted to take this picture. The figure is Batman Who Laughs 4-pack, released by McFarlane. And the head is from another version with wings. Then I wasn't too satisfied with his dull spikes and ears, so I made them sharper through Photoshop. Also, all the chains in this pic were taken individually by me, and only the bat in the background were matted from another photo. Okay, so the chains are real. The most difficult part of the whole image to deal with was the small details of the bruises and the saliva in the mouth, and then the rust on the chains. I tried to make them look as close to the original as possible. I've shared the joy I've gained in this community last time. This time I want to talk about a problem I encountered recently, which is actually an old issue about whether AI generated toy photography is toy photography. And where's the bottom line when we use it? It seems like it's hard to avoid talking about this topic and to completely detach from using AI tools, because almost every image processing software today adds AI tools to help people get lazy, or to put it another way, to help people achieve even crazier ideas. I'm glad that many toy photographers still firmly believe that we should be careful with AI tools and that AI generated images should be classified in a different category. And I see that most people are still standing together. I have the same standard as the ToyPic community, regardless of whether you use AI generated background images or elements. you must at least use one real toy in your toy photography.
Yeah, this is definitely becoming when when did we start seeing AI stuff? Like I remember I downloaded an app and threw a couple of little silly Deadpool things. I was just let me see what this is gonna do. And I wasn't for me, I was like, meh. So I deleted it and then I never like bothered doing any of the prompt stuff or any of that. It's not going anywhere. And I know it is now. It is the conversation is becoming bigger because I guess it is just becoming so hard to tell now. Like the AI is improving over all of their months of self-awareness. So, Richie, where do you stand on all of this? I'm not to put you on the spot, and again, I'm not trying to disparage. It's not just where's your gut leaning towards this?
Yeah, I think my first instinct is that like if you generate a photo through AI to look like toy photography, like it's not toy photography to me, just because.
Mm-hmm.
A part of toy photography is the physical like dynamic that you have with the posing and creating the setup and all that stuff. So that to me, it's part of the craft and the art of it. Like you have to be the one to do that, as opposed to just coming up with a prompt and then having it spit out something that looks cool, but it's not what you had imagined. Probably, you know what I mean? Like, so. I think that's just like my gut instinct of what I think, but
yeah. I mean, like that's anybody that gets behind a camera. I would have to think, like some of this should bother you a little bit. Like we had Trevor on. We talked to Trevor. Like he gets paid to take pictures of toys for a company. Like the last thing we would want is for him to lose out on his creativity. People like him. You know what I mean? Like we want these opportunities to go to people. I don't know. I'm always gonna lean on that. It's a tool. What do you think, Matt? I know.
Well, my stance is if you could use it as a tool to help enhance the photo, like Trevor uses it for background, right? To extend his background. If you're using it to generate something that's a part of the shot, that's the focus. That's a little bit, that's really borderline right there.
And it could be something that like, we're not, it's probably going to be another topic that, we're not all going to be able to agree upon, but as long as we're discussing it and we set some sort of, it's just I mean, this is literally why we have to have this conversation, because this is happening at such breakneck speed that if we don't talk about it, it will overrun us. Like it will steamroll the crap out of us. So I think there is a part of it that we do have to acknowledge and address and maybe set up some ground rules and things like that. I don't know. I don't know. It's just I think we're good people to do it because we'll be reasonable and level-headed about it. So that's why I like to.
I was just gonna think it. I think the moderator TPC very well and wants to comments that it's an evolving topic. It's challenging. But we'll learn together as a community.
Yeah, exactly. So congratulations, Alan, and thank you for this wonderful shot. Thanks for encouraging a little bit more discussion on the AI tonight. And Clintastic agreed in terms of being used for some elements, but not the overall image. Right. It's got to have a human touch. You got to, or even more. It should be mostly, I would, again, a tool. It's a tool.
Yeah.
Agreed. Moving on.
Six.
Nice.
5.
Darth Dundada. Here we go.
One of my favorite people gave me my nickname.
Yeah, Darth Dundada is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What a fantastic photo. One of the reasons I nominated this one was the red moon in the back. And he does a great job at just making sure that that focus is always so crisp. And it's that center skull guy.
Yeah, this is... I just really love how much he was able to stack in here and everything. There's so much stuff going on, but it's all in that awesome undead kind of way, especially coming up that horde running at you at the bottom there. I really dig that.
Yeah, it's good storytelling, like through the poses and exactly what's happening. It's like this guy's commanding them to charge forth or whatever. But I really like the fog aspect too, like in the front or the bottom of the image. It's just, I think it's really well executed.
Yeah, man, that blood moon, it always makes you think of Breath of the Wild. Right?
Yeah. You're like, oh man, a blood moon. Come on.
And anybody else with any last minute? This is a really tremendous shot. Again, another great account, and you guys had such a great conversation back. We gotta get Sharif back on here.
Yeah.
Have him come on. I didn't have it. I get to bump into him here and there, but it would be nice to have a little stream with him.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So, do we have any answers?
No, I messaged him. I think he misunderstood that I was asking him questions about the photo for the ToyPic community, but no solid answers. But again, a great account, great photographer. Please, give him and as well as the other 10 and other photographers that we've featured tonight a visit, a follow. You may find something you like.
There you go.
Let's
Very
move it
nice.
on.
4. I and myself. Here we go. Man,
What is that robot figure?
I don't know, but I'm digging that actual fire going on in the background there. That is very neat. But what figure is that? I have no idea. Well, I guess we'll
It
find
looks
out in the
cool.
answers, right?
I hope.
And that's the Fei Long. I'm assuming. Oh, that's definitely the Jada Toys.
Yeah, that's the
Well, for me, I mean, like I said, I love the actual fire in the back, and it just makes me very nervous for the figures themselves because of toy anxiety. But I think that's really nice, crackling flame back there. So that's what jumped out to me.
What kind of lights are they using for this? Do they have like a behind the scenes or anything?
Ooh, that's a great
It
question.
might be those Alonzi cube lights.
Oh, I think I can kind of see the outline of a cube.
You can see
under the robot.
magnetic. Yeah, under the robot, you could see the magnets on the cube. I'm just wondering, well, why?
Ooh, yeah.
Why are the lights there, like between their legs? Like, I feel like without the lights, it still would have been a great shot, or like taking it out of the frame, right? To me, it's just like I'm looking right between their legs. As weird as that sounds.
Maybe that was intended.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Well, they got me to do it.
The place where the sun don't shine, but it does shine.
But it's shining right now.
Just a correction. It's I am my shelf. That's
yes. Which is Kustov. It's the main account this is Kustov KR Duda.
Oh, is it really?
Now? Yes, yeah. That's really awesome.
Oh,
You're right.
So
oh my
yeah.
gosh, this is his style.
And I'm thinking maybe going for more of like a video game, and I'm gonna get the answers right now, but maybe going for more of like a video game style, like, you know what I mean? Like maybe that's what the lights were trying to differentiate the two characters, give it more of a video game feel. But we do have answers, so here we go. Number 1 is loving the new Jada line. The concept behind this photo is man versus machine. The effects are all real. Rocks are aquarium rocks. The fire is from burning paper. Lights are 2 loom cubes with warm and cool filters. And this is an outdoor shot during blue hour. And currently we are in the golden period of toys. So many great lines to collect. And our community is one of the best and most supportive ones. I am glad that I am a part of this. Ooh, and the other fig is the McFarlane Fortnite AIM figure. I forgot McFarlane. That Fortnite license. I forgot. It's been around everywhere.
Fortnite license. Richie,
Wow.
do you have
I
a
forgot.
Fortnite license? Everyone has one.
Yeah, I actually do.
Oh, and that's awesome that Wade goes, that robot is giving off Fortnite vibes, and boom.
Yeah.
Oh, and Panthro. That's a McFarlane Fortnite figure. All right, Panthro 504. Thank you.
Wow, that's great. Jeez.
But yeah, thank you. I and my shelf. There you go. go check out the backup account to Kustov. So congratulations, number 4. Three.
Matumaru.
Yeah, buddy. Chris, why don't you start things off for us, buddy?
I mean, he's just such a great person, first of all, in the community, always supporting everyone, always supporting us, and a fantastic photographer. What I really like that stands out, and I'm not gonna take everything, is just the light coming out from that window and lighting up Batman right there.
For sure.
I like the way the light hit the side of his face, subtly.
Yeah.
It's tight.
Yeah, that's perfect. Like what is Trevor? It's motivated lighting, right? Like coming through, like that's it. That's exactly where you'd expect it to hit. It is. I'm sure practical to an extent too.
Yeah.
Oh, so good, Machi. What about you? What's jumping out to you?
So, I know a lot of people they know that I like to pose figures, but posing capes are pretty damn hard.
Mhm.
And the way that cape is resting on his arm, really done well.
Yeah, for sure. Chewy, anything else to add in there?
No, I just love the lights. And I love the the contrast in the purple tones and the off the wall and the backgrounds. It really helps Batman pop.
How about the back? Yeah, the
The background itself is really tremendous because we do have answers. So I mean, we know so much of this is going to be practical, and that little bit, but just a perfect blending and an extension of this.
One more thing.
I
like how he brought out the eyes again, like the
Yes.
previous shots. Like the eyes are, you can see them.
Yeah, that's something that I've only done a handful of times. I should really do that when it necessitates, put that extra time into it.
I actually did that today in Lightroom with the reverse flash, where I
nice.
gave him a little brightness in the eyes.
Oh, cool. I used to draw it on sometimes for eyes using Procreate, that drawing app for an iPad.
Yeah. Oh man, it pops. All right, so we have answers. So here we go. I've done plenty of Batman photography, but they were mainly heroic action shots. For this particular piece, I wanted to explore the dark and mysterious aspect of the character lurking in the shadows of Gotham while doing some detective work. The shot is composed using both practical and digital diorama. Ooh, I got it. There's a behind the scenes. I might have to pull this up for you guys. This is really cool. Being able. Oh, sorry. So, yeah. Okay. So, practical and digital. Being able to connect. So, this is what's making him happy. Being able to connect and share your knowledge, passion with like-minded photographers is what's making me happy in the toy community right now. I'm just blown away by the tremendous amount of talented people in the toy community. And real quick, let me just pull this up. Because this is, again, just this is information. This is learning. This is, let's see, present. And might help somebody else out. So here we go. Ooh, just gonna see that. I guess it's not as big as I would want. Let's see. That's what she said. All right. Sorry. So that's awesome. You seeing it now? You're getting the gist, right?
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
It's like the perfect background to use too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and great job on matching that lighting.
Yeah,
On the background, you could see that orange kind of light, but that's the same light being used in that light that's on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And also in the window close.
Wow.
Yeah. So this was like I said, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, we got to show this off. Montemaro stuff, seriously, so good. So well done. Boop. Yeah, there's Montemaro, and the wire capes are hard to get him to drape naturally. See, Mancha, that was great. Great call.
That's
One nice toy with the congrats. You got this. All right. Close it in on our top 2.
Number 2.
True. All right, the Fox Marvelous Shots coming in number 2. Dr. Doom. This is the a little kit bash, right? Of that 2-pack Doom.
I
Is this
have
the Secret
no
Wars
idea.
updated
Yeah,
one, or
this
is
is.
this?
Yes,
I think
because
so.
it has that band on the thigh. Right?
That's what caught my eye because I still have my Secret Wars 1984 Doctor Doom figure.
Oh, cool.
What type
Alright.
of effect is that? A practical effect? Is that like a Pepper's Ghost or something? That'd be sick
Ooh.
if it was, but
I
I
think
don't
that's
think
a
it is.
digital effect.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it even looks like a little. I mean, the fact I always say it, the fact that we can't tell, like that's the biggest compliment, right? But like even some light painting, could that be a light
Maybe.
painting that's then
It's
layered
hard to
into
light.
there?
That's really hard to light paint that. Well, if you layer it in, yeah,
That's what I mean. That's
but
it.
that-
Could
that-
be
that would fall under the digital effect, right?
right. Oh man, that's really awesome. Chewy, what about you, buddy?
No, it's a great. Yeah, the thing that catches my eye is that it is a great kit bash because it looks like either he did it digitally or physically repainted that Secret Wars Doom, and then added elements from previous Marvel Legend Dooms to make this really cool, unique version of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Again, just really well done. Love the composition and the nice little Dutch tilt too. Like it adds a little bit of that pulling effect out of there.
Very
So we do have answers from the Fox Marvelous Shot. So here we go. The story behind the picture: Dr. Doom is always casting spells and using magic to do so. I had some open book props and I just used that with the thought of him pulling some type of spell out of the book to cast it. What's making him happy right now is his group, Grown Ass Men Toys. I feel is finally getting the recognition for spreading positivity, showing love, and helping to push the smaller accounts, which is the reason why we created this. I also feel happy knowing that we are finally being recognized and accepted as a unit in the toy community. It was great meeting all you guys at Legion's Con. They have, just so you guys know, Grown Ass Men Toys has a YouTube channel. They were doing Instagram lives for a long time, so they switched over, like many of us have. So again, another great YouTube channel to check out. And here we go. He said, by the way, this is first time in the top 10, and he appreciates being acknowledged. That's awesome. So yeah, and this is the thing. Just again, as another place to get your work featured, there is an Instagram page for Grown Ass Men Toys, and you can use the hashtag Grown Ass Men Toys, again with a Z, to be featured. And there you go. So hit it all. Nice job, everybody. Again, great guys, great group, and it was nice get to hang out with them. So nice job, guys.
It was.
One.
Did not know where you guys were going with that.
Mr. Bojangles 11 coming in with the top spot for this past Friday. And Richie, again, I'll give you the honor, buddy, that's taking the first crack at what are you enjoying with this photo?
So cool.
That's pretty awesome. I just love, again, the aspect of it being outdoors, right? I believe that's outdoors, but they're also bringing the camera down really low to kind of help with the scale of it. That I feel like that's coming across pretty well too. There's a lot going on. There's the reflection as well, and like golden hour ish time. But like that's always a good time to go outside and take some photos. But yeah, I think the thing that sticks out to me is just how the position of the camera has really helped out with the scaling of that figure.
Yeah, for sure. Chewy, how about you, man? Yeah, Richie, that was awesome, dude.
I mean, this doesn't even look like a toy, but I really appreciate the reflection, because of, it has that cinematic poster quality. The part of it that really, my eyes instantly focus on is the reflection and what I assume is is a small puddle, but it looks like he's in a lake. But you can see the perfect reflection off of the water.
Yeah.
Yep. Christopher, Toy
Well,
Pop.
I think all of us have this question, like or not question, but comment, like I really hope he didn't get his camera wet.
That's fair. That's fair.
Fine.
was it yours, Machu?
No, I was gonna say, like, I wonder what kind of lens they use, because there is kind of like a warping in, like, on the trees and on the reflection, and it really helps give you that eerie feeling, even without like no use of Dutch tilt, but still using like kind of
Mm.
like a fisheye lens, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So unfortunately we don't have any answers to share with you guys from Mr. Bojangles 11. And again, that's partly on me because I sent my questions out today. So thank you to everybody that was able to respond. So again, Mr. Bojangles, that's on me. But geez, this is really spectacular. And again, this is nothing but love. So congratulations on coming in number 1. We did it, everybody.
We did it.
Woo!
We did it. Giveaway time.
Oh, that's right. Chewy, would you like to
this
do
is
the
where
honor?
we ask the guests to give away their favorite figure. Richie, what do you pick?
Wait, what was the question?
I said this is the giveaway part where we ask the guests to give away their favorite figure.
Oh, I don't have any favorite figures.
Or their rarest Pokemon card.
Disney, what was it? Disney
Lorcana.
Lorcana, yeah.
And see, look, Machu once again, as we know, what would Machu do? But you know, it's the toy artistry right there. That's what is so much fun. That's what separates like getting
Wow,
to
look at that.
actually
That's cool.
mess around, play with, put your own spin. That's what it is. That's what it is, man.
Great
all
facial action on the rock for that too.
Yeah.
Well,
I love that head sculpt. So useful.
so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Well, while No Chewy is getting the giveaway going, Ed McKinney does have, or put it at hashtag WWMD. This is for a what? No Chewing?
As a Fast Pass featured giveaway, your photo, whether it's an old one that you would like to share out or a new one, can be featured on the ToyPic community to go in for that top 10 for the following week, or you could pass it along to another photographer that you feel could use some additional spotlight.
What is WWMD?
What would Machu do?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not even a guest.
You didn't hear Wade create before? That's what he asked himself.
It should have been something that involved Richie.
Richie's we have him as a whole.
No, I like it. I like it. We should keep it.
That's a secret hashtag.
Yeah, Richie's a secret hashtag.
No worries,
yeah.
much.
They already gave me one.
This is just for right now. This is
Man,
topical.
Machu, you teed that up perfectly, though. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ed McKinney, while we wait for people to enter, question: if you were able to write down something in 5 years, it would come true. What would you write? It could be working for NEC as a photographer or make your own box office movie.
Ooh.
5 years, huh?
An immaculate collection. Like clean.
How about like $10 million?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like lottery.
I think that's probably more likely to happen than having like a clean collection.
Well, when I look around my basement now, Matt,
yeah. I'm just surrounded by toys, unopened toys, and parts of toys.
Mm-hmm. Well, Richie, we got to shout out because again, in 5 years, you guys with the Figment 5, YouTube channel, you guys have been doing like monthly live streams. I've been trying to keep up. Or
no, it's
but
it was like bi-weekly, and we were doing like challenges and stuff and going over photos, so we were trying to do that bi-weekly, but we have taken like a little break, but we're gonna jump back into it pretty soon. So
very nice.
Yeah, there's a Figment 5 pin right there.
Yeah,
right here.
Alternates.
So go check out again Figment 5. You guys have a Instagram page and a YouTube channel. So again,
and the website if you're curious about these pins at all. Definitely check them out.
And you can check out. Oh, Machu, you missed it. We did some prints for Richie.
I still have to open mine. I was gonna save mine now for tomorrow's.
Open it right now, dude, and try to beat this guy at a pack battle, but you can't probably.
You probably can't.
Hey, how many do you have?
I just got two. I got a common.
Okay.
And I got a legendary.
All right, give me one. Give me 1 second. I'll
Yes.
go
All
get-
right.
He's like, watch this. I'm gonna get the God pack. I threw a God pack in
There's a
in that
God
bunch
pack?
as well.
All right, hold on. I gotta go
I
to
was
the next
trying to.
room.
I remember you told me that, and I like dug deep. I was like, maybe
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
the God pack.
Help me
You
out.
got
What is a god
one,
pack?
dude. I mean,
This is
God
one
pack.
print.
God pack is like, so in Pokemon, like specifically like the Japanese booster boxes, they include something which I guess the community has dubbed like God packs, which is essentially like all holographics or just like really big cards that you can get. Typically you'll get like commons, uncommons, rares, and maybe like a really good card, but God packs are like one in I don't know however many. So I essentially did that with the prints as well. Like each pack usually just comes with one print. It can be completely random, but the God pack comes with all four prints.
Oh, okay.
I was literally
That's
like
cool.
feeling.
Were
them. I
you?
was
Yeah.
like, this-
Did you bring a scale?
I was like, I was
Yeah,
like,
you
this
could have
one
weighed them, dude.
feels thicker. I think.
Yeah, now you can really tell though, like if you were like to feel every single one, you would know. Like it's pretty noticeable.
But the
It's
odds
such a
of
great idea, man. It's so good.
yeah, it is. The odds of
Yeah.
like getting a God pack though is like. I mean,
There's only
slim
one
to
God
none.
pack out of all the prints that I did or the packs that I made. So
I was trying to feel it.
Thing I want.
watch Machu do it. Watch Machu have like
Machu,
pulled it.
get the God pack.
One thing
That's
I
the
want,
only way to beat you in what you
Yeah.
pulled today.
I can't believe I got that legendary.
I
There it
love
is.
that
Is that number
their
one?
number. No, this is number 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
A-Shot has
that's
number.
sick.
It's cool. At 59.
There it is. Good luck
All right,
opening
here we
that,
go.
dude.
Let's see Machu.
Quite a struggle. I like watching people open it because they just struggle opening it. I should make a montage of people trying to open it.
So do you package these? You package each of them?
Yeah, I packaged each of them myself.
Did you use crazy glue on this thing? What is this?
I know.
I don't know,
Dude,
dude, but
Loctite.
Can I
Yeah, you-
just slice the top? Is that
Matt,
okay?
here.
Yeah.
just be careful not to
You have
cut
a
through
razor
the
blade?
razor
Here.
part.
Thank you.
Okay. You
That
got
was smooth.
Oh god, I hope I didn't cut through the actual print.
I hope we
Oh
got a
my
God
god.
Did you get the God pack?
You know, you didn't open it yet.
No, there's
No.
packet.
It's like
No,
it's like
yeah, he-
Inception.
I sliced the top, but like it's like really sealed.
Careful.
Oh, here we go.
Don't cut yourself.
And then yeah, once you get to the cardboard like rigid one, you can just like pull that thing across and it just opens easily.
Jesus Christ. Why
But
did
you got to get there first.
You really made us work for this, huh?
Yeah.
You gotta earn it.
Careful. Don't
Don't
bend.
bend it, dude. It's not
Yeah,
gonna be a
scissors.
PSI 10.
I'm trying not to.
Scissors.
Oh my god, I might have bent it. Oh god. Damn it, Richie, you need to not pack this so tight.
It's just gonna be a common too, and then it's gonna be like it wasn't worth it.
Well, Wade Create said props on protecting it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there it
I
is.
did the best row. There we go.
Okay.
And here we go. You can hear the rip.
Oh, there it is, dude.
Common.
Common.
Legendary common.
Common.
We kind of thought Chris could have pulled both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do like this though. This is really nice.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Thanks. And they feel nice. Like the prints themselves like
do.
have like a feel, like a soft touch type of feel to it.
Well, yeah, they have that hard stock like card. They feel like cards.
Yeah. No, like the actual feeling of like the front of it.
Oh.
Oh
Stick your finger in there, Chris.
no, I
Yeah.
don't want to. I want to get my finger in there.
No, stick your finger in it. Do it.
Yeah, dude. It's like
Do it.
soft.
Do it.
And, like
It feels really it's a satisfying feel.
there
I'll
you
do it
go.
on my comment.
Thank you for that audio bite. I can't wait to clip that.
Stick your finger in it. There you go, there you go. No, give him big screen. I want to see his reaction.
Oh, that is nice. That's nice.
It is
saw
really
it.
nice.
We caught it. We caught it.
Very soft.
You didn't light up there when you stuck that finger in. Oh man, too good. Well,
Did J Shot get one too, or
Yeah,
he did, right?
He got one. He has to open his.
Yeah.
Watch, he has the legendary.
I was
saw
so
78
surprised to see him open a legendary today, though.
Oh
But-
God, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Remember everybody? So our fellow boomer 78 points said you guys are still on. Of course we are. We're having too much fun. That's why. So don't forget everybody. Hashtag WWMD. There you go. There's a lot more people than entries, and just keep in mind if you're you can pass along these features to someone else of your choosing. Someone that that has been wanting to get on here, somebody you want to give exposure to. Just like with Richie today, like all of his features, we will get rolling them out through the ToyPic community this week. And so just get this going. Get this going because we can draw and there's options. Just all good stuff.
Man, I was the wrong person to get this.
Wait,
so-
try last week. What did you try last week?
He
So
tried to pass the feature along. You can pass to someone else, Wade.
Oh, I see what he said because he got in. Okay, fair.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're just picking somebody else.
Pick someone else.
That's it. That's all it's about.
There's barely guidelines to what we do. So-
Right.
There's,
Literally, our goal is to help this community continue to gain exposure, continue to grow. That's all. That's it. As a whole, sometimes it's a lot of pressure I put on myself. I
only
guys, we're trying to
hard-
grow the whole community, brother.
the only hard rule is there's no AI. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, you can use don't go there.
Elements.
There has to
10%.
be a
Go ahead, go
physical
explain.
toy.
Explain that, no chewing.
I like the I like the idea that there's at least a physical toy represented in the photo. The amount of percentage of how much of the photo, I don't think we have a clear, statement on, but typically use the toy.
So, are you speaking for TPC? Is this the?
I'm
George's don't you dare put me on the spot with that nonsense.
See, this is part of Toy Father's heel turn. That's why he wants to change his name to Laser.
No, Laserman. Mooderin.
No, it's I am Blaze.
I am. Oh, please! I was thinking that.
Matsumaro. No, you can let me know whenever you'd like. There's no
anytime.
expiration date.
Last question. Trying to get my figure for my top 10 list this year. I'm debating SH Figure Arts Venom and SH Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Has that come out yet? Oh, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, Toby.
Toby. And Mezco Superman. Which one?
Oh, is that Cannon Beams?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's cool.
I'm gonna order, Chris. You want one?
That's really cool.
It's $5
The
for that
spiders?
little-
How does
The
it
spider's
attach
head?
onto it?
Tack.
Oh,
There's a tack on it. But
Yeah,
this is
give me
also
one,
the
please.
PVC Bake Shop. The game head.
yeah.
Oh, that's the head.
Yeah,
Dude, the quality
How
of
much
the
was
head
it?
he makes is
it's really
amazing.
good.
It looks like manufactured, legit.
Yeah, this looks better than the one that I got for the other regular Spider-Man.
I think the heads that he makes, they cost what? Was it 75?
Mhm.
Yeah,
God damn. What? My adult miles was 90.
yeah.
I thought it was 120.
No,
I have two of them from him. The animated Spider-Man looking one, and then the John Romita Sr. version kind of one.
Yeah, this is PVC Bake Shop.
Oh, that's
Sick.
cool. So when he makes a
Sick.
head sculpt, do you still have to use blue tack, or is it one of those ones where it has a
No.
fluid piece of
Snap.
plastic?
No, it fits
right on.
perfectly.
Snaps
love
right
that.
on, dude.
It's it's almost as if they made it.
Yeah.
It's that good.
That's why I liked the Spider-Punk head that Nico made, because it snapped right on.
Yes. Yes.
So satisfying.
Hey, while I'm on this, guys, I pulled a legendary.
Look at that. How does that feel? Stick your
felt
finger in
really
that.
good. No, I don't get my finger.
That's your tagline. Oh, that's gonna be a great shirt.
You don't want to stick your you don't want to stick your finger in something legendary.
Oh, that's
man.
funny.
That's
Like, check it.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That's
Oh,
beautiful.
cool.
Yeah, it fits perfectly on there. It's like
Which one is that one? That head?
this is the animated series Spider-Man head.
That's nice.
Oh my god, that's so nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're
I
all
was
just
telling-
showing heads.
I was telling Yimbo I need another head for my Mafex Spidey.
Oh man, I might have to call him and spend $120 on that.
Yeah, it's like it's a separate piece, like the eye thing. It's not you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
like take it out, but it's like actually printed out, not like painted or anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Same
Yeah,
with
I
the
can-
web
I can
lines.
I could see it in this one too with the Scarlet Spider. You can see the line. Really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
As 78 Points said, that is a real nice head.
All right, what do we got on?
Hold on. We're doing
Oh man,
Chris. What color do you want? Do you want this one, the
I
yellow?
want that.
They
I
also have a
want-
Spider Gwen one as well.
I want
Matcher,
the
how-
yellow and
how
the
is that
blue,
figure?
please.
Both.
Yellow and blue.
Once you do a quick mod to the torso, it's pretty damn good.
I saw someone post that you could also flip that peg as well.
Well, I can't find that out now because I cut that piece out.
Wow.
That plastic piece, that disc that's
Yeah.
blocking, I cut that out. So now, like, it still moves really well now. It's not destroying the figure at all.
Someone
plastic
flipped
piece
it
just
upside
blocked it.
down. So
I still can't wait for it. It looks great.
when's yours coming, Chris?
Waiting on Toyco. He just got a huge shipment of like Dragon Ball Z stuff, so
Oh, I didn't
he's
even
trying
open.
to get all
I didn't-
those
I
out.
didn't even open my Super Saiyan Goku.
I got
'Cause I got
Super
that
Saiyan
too.
Goku.
The
Which Super Saiyan?
new one.
The gold?
new one. The
Gold head?
yeah.
No.
No, wait.
No.
It's like the shirtless one, like
The shirtless one, yeah.
super powered for during the Frieza saga. Like at the
Yeah.
end.
I also have the green one.
Oh man, that's cool. Put that on
cool,
your
man.
brand new day one.
Hold on, let me see if I can put this on here.
I also do half ones.
Yeah, the half ones, so that way when you do it on the profile.
Yeah. Like the
Right.
Tros, please, just one half.
Let me try it on this. Let's see if this works.
I'll message you after. You tell me what you want. We're with you. Fine. That's so good.
That head sculpt, my god.
Figure's great.
And just to go back real quick, so 78 Points was saying who's making those heads? It was
PVC Bake Shop.
PVC Bake
Maybe
Shop.
big shop.
there you go. And then gentlemen who have the can of beams with the lighting, does the transparent part of the effects vanish in a photo?
I guess with the angle and the right lighting, you can make it kind of disappear.
Otherwise, would you just kind of edit out the
You can edit
around
out
it?
the line. Yeah.
Very cool. What do you think? How many
Yeah.
some entry time? Are we good to go?
Do it up, Macho.
Hey, we got 10. Let's do it. All right.
Do it. Clicking away.
Go. Oh,
Burp, burp, burp.
No, it's
Pablo.
Hey, all right, all
Pablo.
right.
congrats.
Very nice,
Very cool.
Pablo. So again, we'll be in touch, right? Chewy usually, again, you guys do the best. I think Chewy usually handles this for us.
I
right?
do. I do. Reach out to me, Pablo.
There you go. Wonderful, wonderful. So congratulations. Wait says, you bet, bud, love your work. Want to boost them looks, bro. Oh, because he's talking about Messi. That's right. Messi toy photography at McKinney. Very cool. Yeah, it's a little love fest happening in the chat. So again, Wade, hit us up too.
And we'll figure that out for Emma Kinney.
Hey,
Rocky,
we did it,
what were you
guys.
trying to show us.
Yeah, we did it.
Huh?
You had something. You were trying to show us something.
I got the blood effects too.
Oh, cool. I think I'm gonna go with the holiday superhero pack.
Do it because
The
like
mystery
you don't
box.
have any yet, right?
Yeah. But do
I
you
would
think I
just-
should order any of the other ones that I do want as well?
Wait until you get the mystery box. You don't want to double up.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I was thinking about just the slam effects.
The slam effects are good. I have this one right here on the table. This is like the punching one. You put the punchy hand through the hole. And
then they got like the big ones too. For like when you
when you
drop-
suplex them.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's good for wrestling shots, Yimbo.
It is going to be good for wrestling shots. Like when
Mhm.
you do a power bomb on them, like boom.
Yeah, I kind of think that. I've always looked at their. I should just go for it too.
Just do it.
They have a holiday box. Let's just all get it.
Do it, Yimbo.
What's it made out of?
It's like almost like an acrylic, I guess. It's like a plastic feeling. Doesn't feel like your photo. Not soft.
The print.
The print.
Not legendary on it that
Yeah.
way.
Does anyone say legendary?
I have a quick before we start. Oh, so I have a quick question about this Spidey. I know mine's broken. I'm gonna keep because I've been playing with this broken figure all this whole time. So my question though is what is going on with the shoulders in general? Because I've been trying to move this or whatever. This arm, I think I mean it was just I got a bad beat, you know. But what are some of the things that people have done with
I saw Marvelous do something with the shoulders so you could get
shoulders,
a
right?
better-
Yeah, didn't you just do it too?
I didn't do it yet, but like you can
Okay.
you would heat it up and try to expose the peg a little bit,
Mhm.
and then there's an extra piece of like the peg is sticking through. You would just nip that off, and then you would open up more range.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, Marvelous Action Figure Pose just did a thing with that, right? Like a reel
That
showing
and,
it
Yeah,
off.
they did.
Andrew Garfield's Spidey as well. Like
Yeah.
pop the entire back plate off
Yeah,
to expose the
that.
pegs, but it gets incredible range.
I just picked up that Garfield figure
Yeah.
today at a
Oh,
GameStop.
nice.
nice.
Did you get the that set of soft goods people were selling? The puffy.
Oh,
vest?
I think I saw it, but no, I didn't.
It works well. Looks good with it.
I should have done that, but you know what? I've been right now. My Andrew Garfield SHF has my peacoat and like the Common Rider like scarf. That's what's on mine. So not movie accurate, but just he's still looking very winter cozy.
Oh, sick. That's dope.
But that was great. Yeah.
that's really cool. And a
Does that
beanie.
work with the SH Figure Arts one too?
It does. It does. It looks a little bit bigger, but it works. It's fine.
And it's a
I had
wired
it on-
scarf.
Yeah, it's a wired scarf. I had it on the SH Figure Arts originally.
Nice.
Very cool. Well, everyone, we've crossed into Thursday. At least
Yeah.
if you are on the
Yeah,
East
this
Coast. So every time that happens, a toy father gets his wings. So congratulations, Chris, on to this evening.
Oh Lord.
But thank you, everybody. So I'll start my. Then you guys can all go through yourself. But again, chat. Thank you so much for choosing to spend part of your life hanging out with us live, chatting along with us, making us laugh, laughing with each other. Thank you so much. If you're catching the replay, we appreciate it tremendously that you listened to us talk about your toy photography. It's the best. This was a lot of fun tonight. And Richie, thank you so very, very much.
thanks,
Again,
Richie.
Figment 5 everywhere. And then I'm going to pass the baton around. So who would like to take it next?
Give it to Richie.
Yeah,
Richie, yeah. Do it up, buddy.
yeah. I just want to say thank you guys for having me on. It was great to meet you all at Legion's Con.
And Comic-Con. I was at New York. We only
Comic-Con, New York
briefly-
Comic-Con. Yep.
briefly met at Comic-Con. Legion's Con was a better time.
Your eyes
Um,
met. It was a meet cute. I guess.
It was. It was just like, oh, hey.
Everybody met up at like the Marvel booth because of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant
Man.
Man. It was a magnet.
Yeah. But no, it was fun. Like, I really hope to be on again with you guys and just to see you guys in person again. That'd be dope too.
Yeah,
man.
I will be seeing Matthew again in
Next
like
week.
a week or something. Yeah.
That's awesome.
At Decon. That's gonna be fun.
Somebody, you guys have to go. Richard, did you happen to back the Odious Kickstarter? With
Yeah, I
Valid?
did.
Oh well, he's gonna have that prototype.
I know. I'm gonna steal it. So
Yes.
no.
We'll run distraction. That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
It'll be no. We're gonna make one and then we're gonna replace it. Do the whole replacing trick.
Yeah.
But no, like it's I'm excited to check that out, honestly, like in person. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to give Wade a hug, which he really loves hugs, guys, by the way. So make sure to give him hugs.
Oh, he's gotta give him a Yumbo hug.
Oh, he should already know he's gonna be getting one from me.
Oh yeah. If Yimbo gives him a hug, like he'll love it even more.
I believe our beards will symbiotically like mesh and say hi. It's gonna be like Avatar.
Oh god.
Oh gosh, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. Again, this is
That was surprise. Oh, I
don't know how to follow that up.
I know this is the part of the night when we're off the rails.
It's wacky.
Matt, would you like to let people remind what they can check out tomorrow, or even after this show?
Tomorrow,
Go
tomorrow
back
I'll
and
be
watch.
on. Okay, so you can go back and watch Between Two Sentinels, which is on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. before TPC, and then tomorrow I will be on Toy Around's channel with the Enablers, unboxing more toys. Which I have a lot to unbox, and then this weekend, ToyCon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you're gonna be at the table, right?
Yep.
You're
Yeah,
at
it's gonna
Chubbs'
be
table?
great. I'm part of the block, baby. So I'll be hanging out. What is it? Saturday and then Sunday I will host a little cross stream and we'll wrangle up the squad.
Well,
and it'll be blessed. So
and then I'll also be on the Enablers marathon stream Saturday night.
the 24-hour stream.
Saturday night.
How is that
That's gonna be
working?
awesome.
Like, do you guys taking shifts or are you guys actually going to
No.
be on for
I was gonna
24
say,
hours?
Machi, when's your shift?
I'm gonna try to go on Saturday night and then maybe sleep early if that's even possible for me, and then wake up before I have to go to ToyCon again on Sunday. Maybe I'll do like an early shift. for a
I
little
was
bit.
gonna say, are you gonna do macho hours at like between like 2 and 4? You're gonna be on.
I don't know because I have to go to ToyCon on Sunday again. So yeah.
All right. Well, it's gonna be a fun toy weekend. That's gonna be awesome.
That's gonna be awesome.
Chris, why don't you take us home, buddy?
Yeah, well, check out Toy Talk Monday. Last Monday we talked about the movie Violent Night, starring David Harbour. Amazing movie. This week it was, who was it? I think Josh's pick, Long Kiss Goodnight. So I've never watched that. And the best movies we've reviewed are the worst ones, so I'm hoping it's a bad one.
That's hysterical.
But yeah, and that's it. And I got some collabs coming up, and just check out all of our great work. And I'm just happy to be here, guys.
Nice, for sure. One last thing I will plug is that we have started to clip some of the toy news stuff that we talked about on the show on the IG Toy Daddies page. So we'll start pushing more content there as well.
Very cool.
Hey.
That's it. And I'll just end with because Wade Create always hitting us with the great stuff at the end. Hashtag Toy Daddies After Dark. Hashtag Avatar Beard linking. And then the Noserain band performing in every cyberpunk bar near you. There you go.
Yes.
I mean, if Wade sees that comment about the beard, like you'll definitely get that hug.
And with that,
Unite my toy collectors, photographers, and more. We had some fun tonight, but we're out of pictures to explore. We thank you for your time. It was nothing but sublime. Though it's time to go to bed, don't be filled with dread, Because next week we'll be right here. Your Toy Daddies will appear to bring you joy and laughter every night and here on after.